What's up, chat? What's up, YouTube? This is the Needed Podcast episode 20. Got my man Slim Ghost on here, the host of the Gulag, the award-winning most positive player in Maddn. Questionable, but he is EA's most positive player in the history of Maddn 24. Chat is buzzing, chat is moving. What's up, boys? Shout out to the chat. We are over on Twitch, as always, per usual. It is a Tuesday night, a beautiful Tuesday here. What's up, boys? Positivity is what we're about. You know, we're not about negativity. We're not about toxicity here. All right, boys? Now, that might get the chat a little upset. You guys might be a little sad. No toxicity. I know the chat loves a good toxicity. But here we are. Dude, how about the bridge getting knocked over in Baltimore? Man, that was sad. Scary. It happened at like 1:30 last night while we were playing video games. That was scary, dude. I knew one chick, one of my sister's friends, was terrified every time we drove over a bridge, you know, and she was terrified. I was like, why are you so scared about it? Now I'm going to think about that for the rest of my life every time I drive over a bridge, really. Yeah, that was tough. It was lucky it was at night. I believe there's something like 7 cars and 10 workers. That was tough. But, yeah, definitely things can go wrong. Murphy's Law, dude. Murphy's Law. So, super sad for all the people that were on that bridge. And, man. Yeah, it's one of those things you got to kind of stay off the internet. You got to stay off the internet after one of those and reading people like this guy, STK. People need to go to jail. Who knows what happens. I don't know how to drive a boat. I don't know how to build a bridge. I don't know anything, you know. There are new kickoff rules. I'm a little confused about them. I will learn about the kickoff rules when they matter in Maddn. We'll see. So we'll see. I never knew how they drive a big boat like that. Is it all, like, dude? I'm assuming they don't look out the window and like drive. Like, there's got to be a bigger process than that. And also, like, when a ship is that big, it's got to be impossible to turn it quickly. You know. You know, once it starts going, it starts going. I heard hitting the back pedal on the show is the move. I have heard that. Haven't tried it yet. Don't think that's my problem. You know. That's it. Then Diddy is on the run, like OJ. I don't know what's going on in Hollywood. It's wild times. It's just wild times right now. Wild times. I watched female college basketball last night. Overall, was a little disappointed in it, you know, but I kind of knew that. I felt like I could go out there and get 20, to be honest. But Caitlin Clark is like, she's worth watching college. She's like one of those special athletes, you know. She's like one of the, it's like she like hoop, like she could hoop, dude. Like ball for real. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Diddy. I don't know. Maybe Hollywood's just a giant sex party or something. I don't know. Maybe it's a good place for Matty Ice. I don't know, I don't know what the hell's going on. Now, I really wasn't like a big Diddy fan. Obviously, he's been on some great songs and has been in control of a lot of great music. But I'm not really the guy that cancels somebody's music because of the person. I don't know. I still got a couple R. Kelly tracks on the playlist. What do you guys think? Are you guys canceling? This person is nasty. This person is, I got to cancel their music. I don't know. Maybe it is like a giant power exchange. Maybe we truly don't know what's going on. I haven't listened to the Future album. I tried to put it on during baseball. It's not a baseball vibe. So maybe we'll play some Maddn tonight and play Future for a couple hours. I haven't gotten back to it. I've heard bad things about the Future album. Future's music isn't quite like Drake's, where it needs to marinate for a long time. Like, you kind of know right away whether it's a banger, but some marination is needed. I think the hyper fast rush to judge music kills music, really. You know, I think good music needs a good marination. Marination. You know, boys. Baseball starts this weekend. I'm going to Oklahoma on Thursday. Is our big tournament. We have a MLB tournament on Wednesday night. A lot of things going on here. So I'm going to Oklahoma for the first time in my life. Never been to Oklahoma. Excited for that. We're going to Oklahoma City, Norman, Oklahoma. Clay went to a Drake concert. Good for Clay. I've never like went to a concert like a real like. I've been to a couple like concert, but like not like, oh, let's go to the big Jay-Z show or let's like pay tickets to go to a show. I've always more of a sports guy. Yeah, well, Jack Harlow's kind of yeah. Well, Jack Harlow's not Drake. Yeah, going to a Jack Harlow concert is insane. I mean, Jack Harlow not that bad. It's not like it's like Lil Uzi or something. It's not like it's Lil Uzi. I mean, Drake is a Hall of Famer though. Like, Uzi is over Jack Harlow. Might be right. Jack Harlow never says better than Eminem. Stop it, Luke slipped. Jack Harlow has some bangers. I mean, his first song was his best, and I don't know what happened after that. Dude, rappers all say Eminem is a god. There's no rapper that hates on Eminem ever. If you guys listen to any rapper talk about the greats, Eminem is on the list, dude. 100%. The only people that hate, I'm telling you, the only people that hate on Eminem are the wards of the world. Did Eminem fall off a little bit when he got sober? Yeah. You know, but, you know, good for his health, good for his life. Yeah, when we go sober, we fall off a little bit. Eminem had he had a run. He had a run like none other, honestly. But that's neither here nor there. But we are going to Oklahoma this weekend. Huge Maddn tournaments. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday Maddn tournaments. We'll be in Oklahoma University. I'm excited. I feel like I'm going to upgrade my plane ticket, boys. From Cleveland to Oklahoma City, I got to stop somewhere. I got to upgrade my ticket. I always feel like if I don't pay for the ticket, I can upgrade it because then it's like I paid for the ticket, right? You know? I'm assuming there's going to be a memorial, Oklahoma City memorial somewhere. I would like to see that. Other than that, I have no idea what else is in Oklahoma City. I would like to see Oklahoma City memorial or something. There's got to be something down there. Baddies. Did Maddie know about Oklahoma for 7 months and not show up? That's a yes or no question for the chat. Did Maddie know about Oklahoma for 7 months and not show up? Uh-oh. was watching Gabagool versus Giamaya. Uh oh. Tucci, 26 months. Let's go. All right. I seen some Gabagool versus Giamaya pop on my damn timeline. But all right. Have you guys ever watched the Gulag? Have you guys ever watched the Gulag? The Guli Manduli? Has Matty Ice ever watched it? We need Alan here. Damn, that's tough. Matty, you're the one who told me to ban Alan. You're the one who told me to ban Alan for life. It's tough. Lawsony, what's up, Lawsony? All right. Bring back the scientist. That's insane. All right. We got my man Slim here. Talk about all things Maddn. Slim, like I said, he's been putting effort into the Gulag. And you get what you put into some things, man. So let's see what the scientist or our boy Slim got to say. And we'll talk everything Maddn. Do you guys have? Let me hear some questions for Slim. You guys got before we bring him on. I need to see some high tier questions. Cool Claire, there he is. 6 months now. Cool Claire, I don't know about like. See, Claire seems like a girl. You know, I don't know. I don't know about the Cool Claire name. Right, boys? Wouldn't you see like Cool Claire as like a girl? Isn't Claire like you see like Claire's in the mall? I mean, is that boys? What's the first thing you think of when you think of Claire? Here we go. I'm gonna ask Slim. Yo,
Yo.
Slim. What's the first thing you think of when you think of Claire? The name Claire.
Oh, stuck up white girl. First
Mmm.
thing,
That's
for sure.
tough. That's tough. Would you ever
That's
think of
for sure.
a dude could be named Claire?
No, never,
That's tough.
never,
That's tough.
never. You got a dude named Claire?
Yeah, Cool Claire. Yeah,
Where he
it's
from?
I don't know, but he almost made it to Oklahoma. I don't know if this person's going to Oklahoma. I don't know. I think they lost to Decroft to go to Oklahoma, but
Oh, he
the
tough at Madden.
yeah, it's his sweat.
Oh
It's a
man.
CFM sweat,
Oh,
and
that's crazy.
his name is Claire.
Oh
You
yeah,
know,
he might
so
be hell then. He
yeah,
might be
like
hell. I ain't gonna lie. I
yeah,
did. Oh, I did hear about that game. Actually, I do remember that game. He. I remember that game. He lost to Decroft. I do remember that. I didn't know. I thought that was a lurk tag or something, man. I didn't know that was his real name. But
no,
shout
that's
out
his
to
real
bro.
name. Apparently, like his parents wanted a girl real bad, and they're like, "We'll just name him Claire." Because you know, like now it's kind of hip in 2024. Like you can name like non-binary names to the kids, and you never really know, stuff like that. Like so it's a question for the boys.
I wouldn't put. Hey, so let me ask you this. CP, little CP, would you consider Claire a little bit?
Not at all. Chris is funny enough. Chris is a non-binary name though. It is because you never know with a Chris. Like a Chris
Yeah, it
can
could be.
be
Yes.
a whole stud. You never know. So that's one of
Did
the
you
names
spell? Did you spell Chris Chris? Okay.
Chris. I'm not a goddamn
Okay. Yeah. I
liberal.
was
All
just.
right, all right. Chris. All right,
I was just making sure.
but it is a non-binary name. Now, let me ask you this before we get started. I know we tried to do this for a couple weeks now. I had got sick. You had got had to take care of the kid. All this juggling around people. Like I know you're like, how old are you now?
Man, I'm an old head now. I'm 30, man. It's
See,
crazy.
all
I'll be
right, you good.
31 in 2 weeks.
I'll be 37 in about a month. So are you good?
37?
37. Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. You
So
might be over the hill, brother.
the hill. I'm looking at it at least.
Yeah, yeah.
But
You might be already there.
what's a day in the life of Slim like? Like, what's the day in the life like? Even in the off season or man season, like, what's your day like?
Man, I'm gonna be honest. Like, I'm really kind of busy. So, like, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if you knew this, but like when I retired from the army, I just kind of like I told myself I'm not working for nobody. I actually retired fully, so I don't have to work. So I was like, I'm not working for nobody. And then I have my son. My son is 2.5 now. I took a lot of inspiration from you, but you see me post him all the time. So I'm probably the primary babysitter. Um, and I like said I was gonna go all, full time content creation. That's why I put so much into the gulag. So that's what I want to do. Just kind of create build my business. Now I do go outside. That's a little bit different. I go outside a lot. I, do a lot. You know, in the community for my family, my son, I do a lot, I try to keep myself busy, but there's a lot of people that don't go outside. You got to keep going outside. What you think? You know what? I'm gonna be honest. The contrary to what people believe, like you be outside too. I see you don't just be in the house. You be outside with the kid at the park and doing all types of crazy stuff, man. So don't put that on me.
I mean, in fairness, I mean the last 2 days he hasn't wanted to put his underwear on, so he's not wanting to get changed. I want to wear PJs all day, so I haven't gone outside the last 2 days. Honestly, I don't even know if I think I went up and down the stairs once each day. It's been bad the last 2 days, but yeah, for the most part, the day goes by faster when you do something really like. That's how I feel.
I do got a question about little man. How long did it take you to potty train him?
Oh, my wife did all that. You gotta just let him run around naked, and then he won't pee
Oh, so
everywhere.
so so you didn't have no parts in the teachings.
No, that's
Oh
like
man.
the beauty of marriage. Like some things you pass off and give responsibility to the wife. Now my wife is a behavior analyst, so her whole
Mm-hmm.
job is around behavior and how people react to how they're getting told how to do things and how they respond to how they behave and how they obey. So she's an expert in that. So it was really honestly easy. The hardest thing is like nighttime, and then he doesn't like to shit in the toilet all the time. Like sometimes he's like, "Yo,
Yep.
leave me
That's what. Yep.
alone." Yeah, but yeah. And then it was pretty much he just let him run around naked for 3 days, and then I see people in the chat that have nowhere near having any kids telling me about kids. That's what you gotta love about Twitch. Maddie is nowhere near having a kid. Nate, I don't know, have the testosterone to have a kid. I don't know, but they're telling me about who should go ahead and potty train the kids now. This is what's going on.
I got
You
a
know,
good question for you. Where's the craziest place you seen CP piss at? I'm sure he like pissed on the floor or something crazy.
no,
Where
I
is it at?
mean, the wildest thing now is I taught him how to piss outside now, and I was like,
What?
and then like I told him he don't need like a toilet, like he don't need like a toilet. He's a man. He can go behind a bush, and like so sometimes we'll be outside, like like I want to pee outside, you know.
Ain't
That's
no
how
way,
men do
bro.
it. Yeah, like men
Ain't no
piss
way.
outside. Like that's what men do. Like what are we doing?
It's white people stuff, man. I'm trying to tell you, man.
How?
That's crazy, bro.
You don't piss
Man,
outside?
there's no way, bro. They would ever let me get away with that.
How?
Just being
How,
real.
how are you getting caught? What are you? I'm not talking about like in the middle of the street at the red light. Go behind a damn bush.
Yeah, see, my son, light skin. You feel me? That ain't happening, bro. He ain't dark like me. You feel me? So yeah, I just see bad happening, bro. You know what I'm saying? But
Mm.
it's cool though.
I mean, I'm telling. No, he's not at the whip it out stage. He's at the stage where he pulls his pants all the way to his ankles every time. He's still at that. He's still at that mode. I'm trying to teach him you don't got to pull your pants all the way down. He's one of them kids right now. But no, honestly, running around naked for like 2 days had him like because they tried like just going straight to like they make underwear that's like thicker.
Yep.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and he just pissed in that. He thought it was a diaper too, and then she was just like, "All right, he's gonna run around with no underwear for like 2 days," and then he kind of learned. He
Okay,
wasn't good
bet.
at it really. Now he does it on his own. I don't even watch him. He just says pee and runs over there and does it. But he just turned 3, so I mean he's good.
That's awesome, man. That's where I'm at. I'm trying to get him right, but that's awesome, bro.
Now how old is he?
My son is he's 2.5 now. He's I'm not gonna lie, he's incredible. That's probably I'm so happy I got like a son my first time, you feel me, for being a
Okay.
dad. But it's so awesome because like you learn things like, as being older too, like especially if you never had a child, it's like having a little brother, but you could teach them things and they listen to you and
Mm-hmm.
they learn things really fast. Probably the thing now that I'm trying to break from him is a bad habit. He curses a lot, and that was me, you feel me? Like me just being myself. You got to watch what you say because, they like my mini me, my twin. So he just picks up on everything. Like if I scream, I'm playing the game. I'll be like, fuck. you hear him in the background. Like I'll be like, bro, chill. And then, oh, I say bad word, you know. So I'm just trying to stop saying that, you know, change my vocabulary a little bit.
There you go. That's tough. I mean, I think about it all the time because like when I play the game, I be cussing a lot. Like, damn, this is tough. This is bad. A lot of my little cousins or my cousins have kids that are like around 10 or like,
Hmm.
and they can't like watch my videos or anything like that because it's like I cuss too much, you know. So I always want to change it. I really do. Every time I get on stream, I'm like, I'm gonna be positive today. I'm not
You
gonna
got to be
curse.
a
I'm gonna be
positive
happy.
influence, Dub.
And then what happens is I play the game and I can be too into it. I'll be too locked in, and it just happens. It's tough. But I definitely think about
That's
that all the
awesome.
time.
Yeah,
Now,
I'm trying to get better at it.
excuse me. When did you start playing video games? When did video games be a part of your life?
Man, I'm not gonna lie to you. That's a good question. You know, man, I was always waiting for this because W man, he asked the crazy good questions that nobody really asked. But I've been playing video games my whole life, you know. But I was like a troublemaker when I was younger, so I always just get my game taken all the time, just for dumb stuff. My mom used to take my stuff and just put it in the closet. But the only happiness I ever had was like playing, you know, playing the game. Madden, you know, 2K. I've always been a big 2K head. You know, I started playing 2K. That's actually how I got like affiliate playing 2K and like these team up leagues and stuff like that. All the it's crazy because like I'm an old head with it, but all the pros now they all know me because I used to bust their ass, you know, before you know they had the E League and stuff like that. So
Mm-hmm.
I played 2K forever. I didn't start playing Madden like for real because I used to be real scared of like nanos and stuff like that, like back in the day. And when Duke came out with like 3-4 even and stuff like 3-4 bear, but stuff like that. But when I was in the army, I really went hard because like you didn't have anything else to do. Like so, you would just sit in a room and you know, you might as well be good at something. So when I was in the army, you know, it kind of was that thing. Like my whole platoon was like, "Damn, you play Madden," and then you know, it kind of snowballed after that. So you wanted to be good. You wanted to kind of be the best on base and stuff like that. So I just kind of went hard at it and didn't care about people cheating no more.
Talk about the decision to go to the army. And first of all, thank you for your service for the country and all that stuff. Like that's a big deal. And talk about the decision to go into the army and what went into that and how you finally made that decision.
Man, that's another good question. You know, for me, you know, a lot of people don't understand. Like, I've always been a really smart, intelligent guy. Like, all through school, I've always made good grades, and you know, I've always felt like I always wanted to make my own way. A lot of people don't realize that, you know, some people in this world they make their own sidewalk, and then other people they walk on the same path as others. When I got out of you know high school, I wanted to like you know be on my own, and I was on my own for a long time. Um, you know, but the army or military in general, it just creates a lot of opportunities that you might not necessarily get, you know, by yourself. It kind of accelerates the process. So when you live alone, I didn't have any roommates or anything. I just lived by myself, and I was going to work every day, just the normal job. And you know, you get paid the same, but you know, bills get higher. You know, so it kind of felt like the walls were caving in a little bit. And I, you know, before I make bad decisions or you know go down a dark, I just kind of explored opportunities. Then the army came about. You know, my grandfather was in the army, so
Mm-hmm.
usually the person under the person doesn't want. So my dad was kind of against the army a lot. You
Okay.
feel me? And I didn't never have a problem with it. I felt like it was very honorable to go.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't until I went to the recruiter and he was like, "Take the test." I took I took the ASVAB, and I had like one of the highest GT scores that he, you know, tested in a long time. Um, and back then they were giving out bonuses for, you know, if you were smarter and you tested higher, and they put you in like infantry, which is typically like a bad, you know, stigma on it. But if you put like people that tested well in the infantry, then you kind of build better leaders that way. So they were giving like a huge stipend. They gave me $20,000 to go for 3 years for just and to do infantry. So I mean, obviously, I don't know what about y'all or what you would do, but if somebody gave you 20,000 for 3 years just to you know go to the army, would you do it?
I mean, I think it's all relative on what you got going on in your own life. I think everybody's different.
Twenty
You know,
thousand?
I did twenty
That's
thousand for
crazy.
three years, like, or is that twenty
3
thousand for the
years,
year?
20,000 bonus on top of what you get paid.
I mean, who knows? I mean,
Man, see, I didn't care. My dad was like, "They gonna send you to Afghanistan," and I was just like, well. I mean, it is what it is. I didn't really have anything, but looking back at it, it was probably the best decision that I've ever made. And that's just only God. But the only thing I tell, yeah, people ask me all the time, like, how was the army? The army is terrible, but it's designed to be like that. It's designed for you to face adversity and deal with different people and meet different people in different walks of life, and you see so much, especially coming from like an intelligent part. Sometimes you might have somebody that's in charge of you, that's over you, that not necessarily is the smartest tool in the toolbox. So
Hmm.
just being able to, understand the core values of things. One day they might wake up and say, "Hey, Dubby, with no warning, we're gonna go live 21 days in the woods, and off the drop of a dime," and you got to be like, you feel me? So it's like a lot of challenges and things in that regard. But the army in general, the life lessons that you learn, the way if you are smart enough to take advantage of resources, that's the big thing now. Especially with you, W. You always talk about grind and grind and grind. People don't take advantage of resources that are like they're right there in front of you. So the army or military in general will provide you with a lot of resources. It's just people choose to not use them. But for me, I don't regret it. I learned a lot. You will meet your best friends. Like the best people you'll ever meet in your life will come from there. Um, and obviously, I ended up being retired. I ended up catching Crohn's disease. I'm sure you followed me forever. You knew
Hmm.
that process. And they ended up retiring me, so I never had to work again. And they pay me, forever. So that's why I said it's not for everybody. But if you have good intentions, the energy will come to you. Good most times.
Okay, now you just went into the infantry for 3 years.
Hmm.
How close were you to like we gotta go to like and fight in the war? Like how close
See,
was that? Was that ever a viable future while you were there for 3 years?
I was nervous about it, but part of that, when you're going through it, like I said, they gave me 20,000, so like you kind of think like, damn, is there a chance for me to go to war? And for me, like I've never been afraid to ask questions, so I'll ask my recruiter, what's the chances of me going to war? That was a good thing about President Trump. President Trump, a lot of people, he did a lot of good. One of the goods was he pulled a lot of the troops out, and we weren't at war. Like we were at
Yeah.
peacetime. Like we were at peace. So like you really weren't really going overseas to do any type of um, war. It was only like missionary work or like training the other soldiers across the world. It was never like, oh, we're going to war. Trump pulled everybody out. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's one of the things I was grateful for. I didn't have to go. I was always nervous, and my dad always was like, but luckily for me, it was just train, train, train. So
Okay. There you go. Now talk about Crohn's disease and you have it. I honestly don't really know exactly what it entails and what it does to you and how it affects your everyday life. Can you talk about that a little bit?
man, that's a good CW on it, man. That's crazy. Crohn's is like it's really tricky, but Crohn's disease is basically just an autoimmune disease in your intestines. Sometimes you'll have it in different. IBS is more similar to it. For me, it's like a really bad stomach ache all the time. Sometimes excuse me, but I like shit blood or like just like and that's why it's hard. Like you're not getting the nutrients you need. Malnutrition and stuff like that. My Crohn's disease is more moderate. I would have to take injections, and to be honest, to describe it, it's just really like a really bad stomach ache. And there are triggers that will make it worse. Alcohol, spicy food, stress is a big thing. That's why I don't partake in those type of things. So with that, there's no cure. There's no cure for Crohn's. You just try to maintain it. It's really painful at times. There was a time where like I'll do the gulag sometimes. You never know when Crohn's a flare up is coming. And you'll just have to just tough it out. I've dealt with it for forever now. I probably had it forever. I just didn't know what it was. And there were sometimes I remember one time I was in basic training, and I just remember one time, man, it was just crazy. Like I just had the worst day, and I couldn't tell you couldn't tell anybody. Like, well, I had the worst day ever. And I went to the restroom at the end of the day, and I just like pissed blood, and I like shit, like shat blood, just like everywhere, and you couldn't tell nobody. And that was the first moment I was just like, "What the hell is wrong with me? Am I about to die?" Like Like I literally had that thought, like, what the hell is wrong with me? I'm about to die. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know. You feel me? So I went to the doctor, and that's when they told me. And then I had this like really crazy stuck up sergeant. They were trying. You're going to the field. You're doing. I'm like, bro, I'm in pain. Like he thought I was faking. And then I went to the doctor, and the doctor told me I had like a twisted ascending colon, and like I needed to it was crazy. But you know, if you can maintain it, it's not as bad. But some days are really, really rough. And that's the only thing I could really say about it. Like, it's hit or miss. Sometimes I do the gulag and I'll be sitting here dying. It's more of mental now more than anything. You can't take it away. What you gonna do?
I mean, it's obviously you making it work. I'm saying so. All right.
And you a soldier. It's about mental. W. I was saying like sometimes you could probably handle it because it's all you can kind of push through it. Like what's the alternative? If you're strong mentally and don't let it break you, or don't throw a pity party or whatever, you can still be whatever. I'm still highly qualified. I was still trained, ready for war. I was still being able to shoot. I made sure I was excellent in everything. Nobody really could tell. Nobody really knew until I just you kind of fight through the pain. It's just mental over anything. Your mind can do so much more than what your body, thinks it could do. Or, for instance, I tell people all the time, this is a good story. One of the qualifying things when you're in the army, you have to walk 12 miles with 100 pounds on your back, and it gets real painful. But after mile 6 or mile 7, you just don't feel it no more. You don't feel it. Your body just goes numb, like really just goes numb. You don't feel it at all. Like you could just keep walking, and you got 6 more miles to go. When you get to the end, to the mile marker at 12, you done with your body is just done. Like your body, you can't run, you can't do anything, but you can walk. Like you can't, it's like your body is in cruise control. That's kind of what it is. Mentally, you can get through so much, and just keep on going.
For sure, for sure. Now, you mentioned the gulag. That's what you've kind of grinded at and made it a staple of essentially the entire Maddn community. Now, what made you start that, and what made it become what it is today, essentially?
Man, that's it. Man, W on it. But I always was a 2K head, and I'll take it back. You know, I used to run these like my NBA, like these leagues, these online leagues on 2K, and I still do them to this day. I've been doing them for like 12, 13, 14 years now. And I've always been good at putting things together or just being in charge of things and, just running things, making sure they're right because at the end of the day, I'm a player too. Like, I don't just run stuff, for just shits and giggles. I actually am a player. I compete and I want to win. So all of those core values I kind of created into, these different type of, gatherings, so to speak. So in 2K, I've been doing it for so long in the off season, I'll just run these leagues and a lot of people will tell you like some Ghost has like the best 2K leagues out. It's just not broadcasted on Twitch because, people that play my leagues are usually older heads. So
Yep.
in Maddn, I started grinding Maddn and I am the Trips Master. I feel like I'm one of the best players in the world. And I just felt like at that time there was nothing to do. It was just Friday night football, Mudhead. There wasn't really anything to play in, and like for most of us, even you probably want that itch. Like that itch is like, I want to play, I want to win, I want to do something, I want to play for something. So I started the Gulag because of that. Like, and I wanted to play in it, and I wanted to, see the best. I wanted to beat the best. I wanted to, get involved with the community. A lot of people, I didn't like the fact that some of the best players didn't want to play, like or did like because you got to understand like for me like I've followed you guys or especially the needed back you Skimbo Clef and everybody back when Clef coach I used to follow that and and emulate that and get ebooks and things like that. So when I saw like you guys or some people not wanting to play no more or not streaming or not, I'm like, okay, there's got to be something that we could all do to like bring everybody to play. You feel me? Like bring like everybody out, So I started it from the literal bottom. I had my friends play, and there's that old saying, you got some money on the line, they gonna show up. You feel me? Like they're gonna play, it don't matter who it is. If it's money on the floor, somebody's gonna come get it. So with the Maddn thing, it kind of took off. Pavin actually was one of the biggest backers that I had, from the start. He believed in it. Pavin was one of the first ones that was like, "Hey, Slim, this is cool, man." And once he started playing, he started streaming. This was like back, he was getting 1,000. He would just like play every week. And he was like, Slim, I got you. And I'll never forget that. And then Vos came, then Mills came, and then everybody started to see. And then, the haters came. And then that fuels it, like haters and everybody together, like all of that stuff fuels it to make it like the best. And now it's at the point where everybody comes to play. We got athletes and celebrities that feel like they can play Madden. You got the best players in Madden. Even you showed up and played, and that's what it's grown to be. But at the beginning, wasn't nobody playing at first, and that just tells you the work. And you've seen it. Like, I promise you, nobody remember this. Only the OGs remember like the after parties. Like, people don't remember. Like, I didn't have a partner at first, and now you just bring the city out and everybody's there. And now we got so many tournaments and so many people doing, off the model that I probably have, just set the guideline or set the pavement because it's different. I took a lot. Oh man, speaking of the gulag, Dubby was a big part of that. Dubby don't want to tell y'all, but he brought me to the needed team, and I always wanted to be a part of it. And Dubby brought me to the team, and he was like, Slim, all I want is you to grind. Like, he probably don't remember telling me that, but I was like, he's like, all I want is for you to grind, and that's all I care about. And I was like, bet. Dubby put me in position. He linked me up with his boy Rob, and Rob is like he's a hard one. You got to listen to him, and if you listen to him, he'll give you a lot of game. So Rob was one of the ones that helped me set up the structure of the Gulag with the presentation. And I took a lot of inspiration from W with the Bot Wars thing. And, Friday Night Football is a little bit different. And W had his own little entertainment spin. I was like, how can I make this competitive and entertaining at the same time? And that's where I came up with the Gulag idea. So Rob had went on there. He's like, hey, Slim, I'm going to show you how to do this one time. And I was like, all right, bet. He's took over my computer, showed me everything. And I'm like, okay, I got this. And then, yo, we brought the city out. Like, those things are like very important, details, grind, every Tuesday, every Wednesday, every Tuesday, every Wednesday, no matter what, rain, shine, sleet, snow, the Gulag is live. And that's why it became, where it is today.
Now, let me ask you, what's the best thing that's happened to you since the Gulag has become a staple? Like, what has it brought to you? The best thing that's happened to you in your life in general?
You know what? That's a good one, man. I've had a lot of wins, especially these last couple of years. And it's hard to pick one. But probably the one that was probably the most, I done met a lot of athletes. I done met a lot of celebrities. Shout out to Henry and Mills for Mills is one of the ones that he knows me, so he'll introduce me to people. But winning the EA Positive Player Award was really big because people don't understand the things that I do behind the scenes or the amount of people that I help. But I'm not gonna lie, I don't know, man. The craziest thing was probably, damn, that's a good one, man. I would say reaching like 900 subs. That was probably the one because that was like organic. You feel me? That was not something like given to me. That was kind of like earned. Like that
Mm-hmm.
I didn't take any days off, and like my boys really came, like the people that really came and supported, like those are the things that W, you a streamer. So you understand like those people that come and watch they're more important sometimes than family because like they supported you from the start. So just to see people that was there from the start and to the end, that was probably the most gratifying moment. Like, because I got denied for partner 8 times. I just remember I just kept getting denied, and I kept getting denied. I kept getting denied, and then it just kind of like all at once it just happened. You know what I'm saying? And that was probably the most gratifying moment out of everything because out of all the people that I've met, all of this, the people that mean the most to me are the people that's in the stream. And I'm sure you have those people that was there for you. So I think I'm like 45 years in, and I've always been rocking. And just so Slim Go still rocking. That's how I feel about the people in my chat, that's still rocking with me to this day. That was probably the most gratifying.
Yeah, I mean, I had the same assholes every night to show up for sure, definitely, but yeah, you're right. You're not wrong. What's funny about me is that I've been doing this for like 7 years. Is that it's been different people. Like they'll have like 4 years off and then they'll disappear. And some new guys will step up and so. and you almost see a cycle of like your regulars for the most part. You definitely see that. So I definitely
No,
understand what
not
you're
not.
saying.
Now, W, I've always wanted to do this podcast because, like I said, people don't understand, like, only if you've been in my stream, how much game I got. Like, I got a lot of game and I put a lot of people on. And, I really don't get a chance to, like, W gonna challenge you with good questions and talk about real stuff. And I've always wanted that. A lot of people don't do that. Like a lot of people don't, bring people on the podcast or whatever. They don't ask good questions. They don't tap in to see what people want to know. Those things. I never knew W knew all this. I never knew W was watching. Like I never knew, like, like he understands what, the grind that it takes. And I just remember you gotta, like, people don't get it. I was a small streamer, so I understand every emotion. I went through every emotion. I remember streaming to no viewers. I remember like finally get a couple viewers. I remember like streaming to 1,000 people. I just remember, and you remember that grind. You'll never. They can't take that away. You feel me? The grind that you just kept going and kept going and kept going and kept going. That that is the best feeling in the world because that's the motivation you need. That's you don't have nothing else. There's no money amount. There's no, just the people that just keep going, keep going, keep going. W he'll say one grind. I like that. It'll never stop. You feel me? But yeah,
Yeah. I mean, all right. So what's the next step? How do we get to the next level? Like, I mean, I always think I should be doing better. I should be doing more. I always think that. I always feel like I'm failing. So what's the next step for the Gulag and Slim Ghost in general?
man, that's a good one, man. I ain't gonna lie. I'll be lying if I said if I didn't, come. I've dealt with a lot of adversity with the gulag. A lot of people have their own ideas, about how I should keep it going. Now it's kind of saturated. At first, I first started, it was no tournaments for real, and now it's like the streets is flooded with tournaments. So
Yeah.
it gets really challenging to try to stay ahead of the curveball, like just stay ahead of the count. And that's just it's really hard to try to keep it moving and keep it going, and especially times like this, and that's on EA. They got to try to make a better game for us to like try to play throughout the year. During the off season, and I just had to realize this that someone told me like, "Dang, Slim, why is it so hard to fill the gulag up?" And I've been grinding so much, you don't realize that Madden been out for 9 months, 8 months, or
Yeah.
whatever it is. Like you grind so much, like you don't even see it. Someone told me this, like, the game been out 8 months, Slim. I was like, damn, the Madden been out 8 months for real. And you think about it, it's like, damn, August, September, October, November, December, January. like you like, damn, you grinded that much. So it's like the next step for me is trying to figure out a way to make it the biggest in the game. And that's what it's been. It's just that's just trials and tribulations, adversity, trying people on your back trying to make. I want it to be the best, and it is going to be the best. And it's just trying to figure out what's next. NCAA is on the horizon for me with the Gulag. You got Maddn 25 on the Gulag, and right now, in the off season, I do these 2K leagues, and they're called the Gulag also, and they're really, really, really competitive, really fun. Most Madden guys that come and try, they never last. They never can do well. They just, for some reason, they can't translate Madden in 2K. Um,
Is it
like
like
Mills and
CFM?
yeah, it's like CFM.
Uh,
So basically, it's real fun. For us, we've been on Madden all year. I didn't buy 2K until when I started the league. So basically, it's simple, man. It's 30 users, all users. It's no computers. It's like you have a team, I have a team, and we're all together. We're all together. So we talk every day. You draft your team like it's regular team. So you might have 15th pick. You might take Kyrie Irving. And you draft like your whole roster. You might have Kyrie Irving, maybe, uh, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, cool. And then you play a week for the regular season, and then the playoffs start like the next week, and then you draft again like when the playoffs are done, and that's for money. So it's really fun because you learn the meta, you learn the skill gaps. It's another game to grind, and that's what I do in the off season. It's pretty cool.
all right. Now, do you ever think about separating Slim from the Gulag, like, or from like these leagues or stuff, or is this something you always want to do? Uh, my point is that like a lot of people are coming for the other people that are playing. You know what I'm saying? Like if you got Henry versus Dez or John versus Clef, like that's the show. How do we make Slim the show, or do you care about that at all? Because that's kind of what, how do we get people to want to be there for you? You know what I'm saying? Like, do you think about that?
Yes, I do a lot. And to answer your question, W, I gotta win. Um, that's basically what it is. Everybody, I can be entertaining, I can be funny, I can be me. You know, and again, when I'm in person, a lot of the Madden guys respect me. And I pull up to events, and because I'm gonna be an OG, or I'm gonna be like a big bro to a lot of them. Um, So they understand like I'm there, but on a broad scale, I gotta win. Like when I played you in PL, I gotta win those games. I gotta be able to come up big and at the end, so then people will see like I'm really the trips master. Like I really know how to play, and that's a big part of it. I can run the gulag, and I can put all these people on, and I can even from the small guys that streaming to the big guys that's wanting to play like that, fighting for their respect. I gotta win if people want to respect my Madden game, which I'm one of the best. I feel like I'm one of the best trips players in the world. I've studied the game. I literally study the game. I study every detail. Love the formation. I break it down, watch film. I do everything that I'm supposed to. I just have to win. And that's where, like, I set a goal for myself to win a belt. Like, I want to be a belt winner like you are. A lot of people, they will say, oh, he'll never win one. But if I truly believe something, I'm going to do it. So that's my next step. I want to grind. I want to be at the top. And then people will be like, damn, how did he do that? And I'll be like, well, I've been trying to do this for years. This is nothing new to me. So yeah, we're going to win.
So, what's the biggest thing that's holding you back in the Madden game, or what's the biggest thing you got to work on to improve to achieve that goal?
Motherfuckers is nerds, duh. And it just comes down to it. Like, motherfuckers are nerds, bro. Like man, like you see the people like A Train, like all the new up and coming superstars, bro. Like they just know so much more. And I know you've ran into this issue, like they just know so much in the world of Twitch. Like you will go to sleep for 2 days and come back, and the game is totally different. So it's like, you know, ain't nothing holding me back. It's like at the end of the game, right? And you probably remember this. I played you in the PL, and I'll never forget this. Like I knew what you were going to. I knew what you were running. Like I knew it. Like I just for the game, and like I second guessed myself at the last moment, and you dotted me like by a hair, and scored the touchdown. Stuff like that. I gotta be able to pull out the games at the end and not worry about who I'm playing or who's the top right. Stuff like that, bro. Like I'm gonna get there, and you niggas is dead. And I'm telling you,
I mean, you're getting old, bro.
and I'm getting old. Like my Bro, it's absurd to me. Like when you really think about how fast, like a younger like person on the sticks, how fast they move or how fast their brain processes. Like we still got the brains or the intelligence, but our fingers don't move the same. Or mine don't. Mine just don't move the same. Like for some reason, it's like I don't know what it is, bro. But like sometimes I just feel like I just not there. Like what? Like I know it's just my fingers are not moving as fast as a 17-year-old kid, and maybe that's where that father time comes in. You kind of got to beat them with intelligence, but it's hard to beat, skill and intelligence and luck. You feel me? Like some players are just lucky and you just can't win.
Well, anytime you feel old, just remember that I was in grade school when you were born. So, just remember that.
I mean, you old though.
I
37
know.
is crazy.
I know, and I never think it's a reason why I ever in Madden. Every other game I suck at though, so you might be right. I mean, every other game, yeah, I suck at every other video
You
game.
don't think your Madden skills are declining a little bit?
Not at all. I think I'm as better as I've ever
What?
been in Madden. Not at
See, yeah,
all.
you delusional, bro. See, that's the
Not at
ego
all.
shit. Like you just that's just like I've seen it. I ain't gonna lie, bro, W. I ain't got no reason to lie to you, bro. Like for sure, I've supported you from since I've been on Twitch. I'm a real big believer of supporting the guys that came before you. Shout out to you, and you know me, I've been in there forever. You asked like you not as good as you was before. And I'm
Nah.
just being honest. Like you ain't as good as you were before. Like years ago, Dubby was a dog. I'm talking about a dog. Nobody wants to play W. I ain't gonna lie. Now, shit, you can get me whenever. You feel me? Because we on the same level. On the for real, we really on the same level. You know what I'm saying? And it showed you like you you dotted me by a hair, bro. And you win the game, you gonna troll, but like skill wise, kind of diminished a little bit, bro. You
See,
don't think so?
I made $13,000 from EA this year. What was your check that they sent you?
Damn, bro. Why do y'all always do that
I mean, that's all
that
that fucking
earnest shit?
matters. That's all that matters.
I mean, y'all always pull that card.
I mean,
Obviously, I ain't make
that's all.
shit.
But that's all that matters. Like, that's it.
You don't, and you
That's
don't think
literally all that matters.
you ass?
Not
Be
at
honest.
all. I think I'm as good as Madden as I've ever been. The problem is
What?
now there's 50 more Madden players than there were in Madden 17, Madden 18, Madden 20. There's so many more Madden players. There's so many more, and everybody's so much better. There's such a more aggressive field of Madden players than there was 5 years ago, 6 years ago. It's so much harder
W,
now.
bro. You know what, W? You know, and this is why like people can't never, you know, can't never not respect the fact that you old now, you over the hill, and you still feel like you can win. Like that shit is the most incredible thing ever. Like you still feel like you can win when you ask. like,
Of
like,
course.
and that's just me. You feel me? But you did make 13,000. That's a nice little chunk of change, bro. Let me get 5 gifted.
Yeah, I mean that's all that really matters. I mean, I've made 13,000 this year. The last 4 years, I made nothing. So we're doing better than we did the last 4 years. So we're on the uptick at
You know, I got
36,000.
a question.
So
Who do you lab with?
nobody. Skimbo a little
Cap.
bit. Skimbo
Cap.
very little bit. I really don't lab. I don't lab. I talk to the Discord with like Vos and them a little bit, but I don't really lab at all. Really, I just play the game.
So okay, so no. So how do you learn? There's no way because somebody is busy that has like, especially a content creator. I'm sorry, bro. Like, there's just not enough time in the day to learn FS Blitz and literally. But when it as the meta shifts, you in the meta. Like you had to be in the practice mode. Somebody had to tell you,
Well, first of
hey,
all,
this is what we doing.
First of all, I am the meta. All right. If you
The f-
remember, I am the meta. I literally am the meta. I was the first person blitzing linebackers through the A gap the entire year in 3-3-5. Everybody else was loop blitzing. I was loop blitzing and linebacker looping through the A gap the entire year. That's what made me make a run in the first tournament.
so you
100%.
just stumbled across it.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't like that's how 99% of shit happens in Madden. You stumble across it, and most of the shit I stumble across is ass. But you know, I'll stumble across some good shit every once in a while. So you know, it really is not hard. I mean, one day you'll realize I'm a Madden champion. I'm not, you know, a regular person. Just
Let's
because,
go back.
you ain't
I don't
seen me
know if
win
you
all these
remember
tournaments
this.
the last couple of years. I'm still
I
one of the
still
best
watch
players in the
though.
game.
I'll still be
Yeah.
here. But let me ask you this: you played in one gulag, and like I'm very grateful for that. You know, especially all the people that show up, especially Dubby, man. Like the big guys. I've always had a. Everybody used to always ask me, man, why Dubby never play in the gulag? I'm like, man, I don't know. But you played in the gulag one time. How did that go for you?
I pop Vos. I won 3 rounds, I think, and then I pop Vos on the mic. You know, that was one of the best moments. That was one of the best moments of the year, early in the year. You know, when the kids aren't good yet, they don't know all the glitches. You know,
Mm-hmm.
and some say I bullied them on the mic, and that's what I do to these
I
kids.
do
You know,
remember that.
yeah, you know, but that's all. I mean,
So
most of the time with tournaments and stuff is like, what did you talk about? Not wanting to have a boss, right? Or not wanting to have a
mm-hmm.
schedule, or not wanting to be on time. You know, in the beginning of the year, I love it because I got to play. That's what made me good in the beginning of the year, was playing as much as I could, like good people. But I was like, dude, first of all, me actually getting on a stream at like 7 or 8 p.m. is like dead right now in my life. Like, that's dead, especially in the off season for the most part. But yeah, I try to play as much as I can in the first month, and that was one of the big changes I made to my approach in Madden 24. Was I'm going to play in every PL, every gulag I can in the first month of the year, just to play good people. You know what I'm saying? Because I need to, because that's what's held me back the last couple of years, is not having those games. So that was a change I made this year and had more success because of it, really.
I do got one for you, man. You've followed the gulag a little bit, and based on what you've seen, what do you think I could do better? Um,
I told you,
Pushing it
dumbass.
forward.
I told you,
Hmm?
dumbass, in the beginning of the year. What did I say stop fucking doing? After party. Didn't I tell you to stop doing that shit?
Why you
And you
want me
got
to
to
after party?
because you got, listen, dog, I'm telling you. You got to cut that shit off and make them want to come back tomorrow. If you let it dwindle down to where people leave on their own, I'm telling you. Believe it if you want. I'm telling you.
Listen, I ain't gonna lie, W, he ain't. I don't remember this. The after party is
Bro,
crazy.
you have to turn the stream off on a high. You have to be like, all right, GG's, I'll see y'all tomorrow. And people like, damn.
Yeah, y'all agree with this?
No, you have to make people mad that you turned off the stream. That's the key to a streamer. You have to make people upset that it's over. Because what's that going to make them do? Come back tomorrow. Be ready for tomorrow. I always think that.
I
It's like
bro, he said the craziest. I never would have imagined W cut the
put like
after
this,
party. Crazy.
and bot wars. Put like this, bot wars, right? If I draw them, let's do another. Rematch, restart, punt, another game, best of three. That shit always dies down from the point it was at. So if you're at a
You're right.
pinnacle of your stream and you say, run
You're
it
right.
back, the rematch is never fucking
You're right.
better. The best of three is never the move. The restart, the run it back, this guy in the chat want to play this guy. It's never going to be as good as the pinnacle and peak of your stream. That's how I feel. You have
Okay.
to have
That's
people
fair.
begging for. They should beg for the after party. They should beg for another stream. They should be ready for another stream. And you should try it. If you got a Tuesday, Wednesday, do Tuesday with an after party, and Wednesday cut that bitch off and go to bed. That's how I feel. You gotta have people like, you really stopping? No, fuck, man, I'm out. That's how
I see. I got frequency. We got to take that to account. W with the W opinions. I never thought about that because like if you want to be honest, people like the after parties more than the actual tournament, which they used to always be like, man, let's do the after party now. But I just stay consistent. But that's a crazy thought. I don't have to think about that one. Yeah, we got to definitely have a meeting
if you have
about
2
that one.
days, try it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then when you look at because I know you look at the stream analytics and all that shit, and you'll have and I don't know. Now I just know from watching and clicking over, like, all right, Slim watching 2 fucking dudes I never heard of play for $500. Like, all right, dude. So someone always playing Legend for $500. It might be Slim versus Legend. How could you go from goddamn Henry versus John to Slim versus Legend? Like that's going to just bring the product down a little bit. It is.
This is why this is where W don't be making. Everybody loves me versus Legend because he's ass. You feel me? And we talk shit, but I you don't understand bro, you how it is because you went up there for real. But people want to see those games. People really want to see the entertainment part of the ass people playing in some regard. I know
that's why I start bot wars. If the robots like damn Dez and Drenny and fucking Henry get boring sometimes because they don't do the wild shit. Now
they don't talk.
I will tell you this, but
they don't talk.
This is the thing. You and Legend and you and this, y'all can play any day of the week, right?
Yeah.
Slim, let me ask you this: why the fuck are they tuning into you on Thursday? Answer that question. Why should I turn the Slim Go stream on Thursday? Are you gonna be a 2 night a day streamer? What's the goal here?
Oh no. See, I like that. That's my goal. I did that this year though. I streamed a lot more. After the Gulag, I played in other tournaments like PL tournaments, like you guys have KMAC. I did a lot of I did a lot more streaming Maddn this year, where people actually, and I played a shit ton of money games. For some reason, people like seeing me play, and they really like seeing me lose because I get so animated. I felt like that was really a fire catcher that people, and it made me want to stream more. I just kind of died down towards the end because of the games just started being, for me, I don't know if you feel this way, or actually you probably don't, because when they start doing dumb stuff with the game, fat people at quarterback, 10 feet guys, golden, any
cards,
of that stuff.
The fun cards, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it just get bad. And as an older guy that's really loves the game, that's when it really. I'm one of those guys that's I feel like the best time to play Maddn is the first month of the year because nobody's 99 speed. All the abilities haven't been fully tested yet. This time right here is the worst. Literally the worst. It's like a chore, or you're just being forced to play the game. And that's where I'll move on to it. It's time for me to play 2K. But no, I do feel like streaming more variety streams the way I do now. And to be honest, W, is more of a confidence thing. I never really had the confidence to just jump out there and start streaming because I had got so much confidence with the Gulag and everybody would come that I felt like I was letting people down, not being able to, stream other games and things like that until I started doing it. And then I saw that the loyal people that really fuck with you, that really want you to win, they're going to be there. Yes. And then the other people, they're going to come just draggle along. And that's what I'm starting to learn.
Yes, and that's why look, my man Stick said, I speak to a general audience. Because who do you want to attract? You're going to attract the regulars that's in my chat now listening to you because they're not in here all the time, but they're here because of you, because They're your regulars. You need you're
Mm-hmm.
it's cool. Like they gonna rock with you regardless. You need to worry about the general audience a little bit more. That's all. The general audience is the ones that's gonna make you bigger and bigger and bigger. Your
The
loyals are gonna
game.
rock forever. So of course I'm talking about general audience. That's the goal of a streamer is general audience. You know, and I will tell you this. And me and Skimbo have always had this opinion. The competitive Maddn scene, that's not a audience. They're going to
Mm-hmm.
show up and they're going to side bet, right? They're going to side bet on the gulag. They're going to gamble all this, side bet this. They don't give a shit about you. They don't give a shit about the streamer who's playing the games, whatever. The competitive community is all about one, let's see what John and Henry are running and what can we gamble on. They don't give a shit about the gulag. They don't give a shit about the players. They're not real support. The sweat competitive community is not the best support for a streamer, without a doubt. These boys that's in here rocking with you, that's your best support as a streamer
Absolutely
for the most
correct.
part, you know. So like, you know, so you got to figure out a way to separate Slim and be able to get things going on Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Thursday, Friday, every single day. And I do think cutting the gulag off, if you do it twice a week, try that bitch one time. Like, all right, I'm out. GG's. We just had a crazy final. Just catch the
I
Johns.
think you are right about that. And frequency, and you know I talk to a lot of people about how can we, but I think you're right about that. I think I should be more variety, and I just don't know how. You feel me? Like I said, it's a confidence thing. You got to understand from somebody that I don't know how you were when you first started streaming, but like I literally came from the bottom of the depths of the streaming world. So
I
like
believe
I
that.
saw everything. Like I saw, you know, who's a good person, like who's not a good person. And I always felt like, a lot of smaller Twitch guys in the stream would feel like this. The rich of the rich stay rich, and then the bottom guys don't get really no love. And I still feel like that. So going back to your point about like why I created the gulag, like I just felt like it gave the smaller guys an opportunity to put themselves in position to take an opportunity to be a winner and get that next extra follower. Or a lot of people don't understand like that one follower that you get, that guy might turn into be a regular. You know what I'm saying? So
For
at the
sure.
top of the top, you at that time when I first started, it was like you, Clef, Skimbo, K Mac, Chaos, like all y'all was like thrown. Y'all was all like rich and y'all like clicked up together, but then the bottom guys didn't really just you didn't get anything. So the gulag, man, it kind of like brought the whole everything out. And a lot of people was like, damn, son, why you got these ass people in the tournament? I'm like, well, how you think the people get good? You had to be ass first, right? You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like I'm sure you was ass at first too until you heard that switch, and then they'll be like, "Hey, well, why don't you make an all sorry people tournament?" I'm like, "Well, that's not gonna work because shit, they got to put money in, and the people that want to put money in, that's the people that's gonna believe in
That's gonna
themselves.
win.
That's the ones that's gonna pay."
Yeah.
So it's like, whoever want to play, come on. So yeah, the gulag, I love it. Obviously, it's got me to win, the positive player award and that stuff, and then I really like the Gulag because the people that really know what it's about, you got celebrities that watch the Gulag, you got athletes that watch it on Tuesday nights, so you got all types of. It's like it's so much more than what what it was. W was when I first started YouTube, and I saw the power of it. That's when like well people. That's where you kind of like damn okay people actually enjoy this when they actually like it, um, and that's what I'm real grateful for too.
Mm-hmm. Now, this is what I want to compare it to. I don't know. Are you a wrestling guy? There's a lot of wrestling guys. Are you a wrestling guy? Like
Can't do
WWE?
wrestling, bro, but I
All
know
right.
of it.
All right. But like I always equate, but especially Bot Wars to wrestling. Wrestling is like the ultimate entertainment because everybody knows it's not real, and somehow grown men just line up and just like foam at the mouth over wrestling. So it is the ultimate blueprint for entertainment is
Hmm.
WWE, wrestling, all that. It's the ultimate thing. And I always think like, how does WrestleMania end? Is there an after party to WrestleMania? Is there a rematch? Or is the champion just holding off the belt after the greatest match in the world and that shit just goes black? Right?
They
Yeah,
they that yep.
it just
I
goes
like
black
that.
and then people are like, oh shit, and then they run into Twitter to talk about it all the time. That's
Yep.
the biggest comparison I can give to you, a Maddn tournament to like I really think Maddn in its best form is similar to WWE. The best way you can
I
give
like
it
that.
entertainment,
I like that.
honestly.
I like that. I like that. That's a good analogy. And I'm glad this happened because sometimes I kind of struggle with like, damn, what am I going to do next, or how do I? And I like that. I think I should grease the wheel, as like what you say. You feel me a little bit, and just try to, give people more of what they want. That's a good one.
And at the
I'm
end of
sure
the
we're
day,
going.
you just gotta try shit. Just try shit.
I be
Don't
so
give up.
scared, man. Like I be so. I ain't gonna lie. That's probably a big thing. Just so scared, just of like, it takes years to build something great, and then one day you could tear it all down just off something stupid. And I really cared about stuff. A lot of people don't understand. There's a lot of things that go into when I make things great, and then when I put my mind to something, it's the small details that matter. It's the people involved. It's the people that have a say in it and what I'm doing. It's shit. Like nowadays, like Goose guy, like I see him in the chat. He's like, "Hey, is there a gulag tonight?" And I'll be like, "No, there's no gulag." I feel like I let him down because he want to go fight. He want to go show it. Like he want to feel like he want to play. And that's the thing that gets me. Like how can I make it so that it's like everybody can play? But no, W speaking facts.
No, I think one of your problems is, did you ever watch like The Wire or The Sopranos? What's your favorite TV show?
Mm-hmm.
What's your favorite TV show?
Yeah. It's always gonna be Prison Break for
Prison
some
Break.
reason.
All right. So Michael Scofield, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you go to the movie tomorrow and you see Michael Scofield in the movie, what you gonna think about? In a new movie, you gonna see Michael Scofield. What's it gonna make you think about? Prison Break, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
He's typecast as that guy. What was his brother's name in Prison Break? I see that dude in movies
Lincoln.
all the time. Lincoln.
Lincoln.
And when I see him in a movie, what do I think about? Prison Break, right?
Yep.
These guys become typecast. Is when you're. It's essentially Tony Soprano is the biggest example of just he's he's stuck in that role. No matter where Tony Soprano went in movies, he was always Tony Soprano, right?
Yep.
You are getting stuck in the gulag host role, essentially. That's what you feel like you're stuck in that role. Like, that's
Yep.
my only thing I can do. And so when you branch out to do other things, it's not one, you're not going to be as successful because the gulag is so
Mm-hmm.
successful, right? So it's going to beat you down. Like, you're going to be a little depressed because, damn, my shit not popping like it was on Wednesday, right? It's like, damn, why do I even do this? You know what I'm saying? So you're typecast into the gulag host, and we need to break out of that,
I
and be
and
above
I
everything.
100,000% agree. Because like nowadays, people keep talking about, oh, they don't think I'm good at Madden because I host tournaments. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
bro, I still give you that work. I'm still the trips master. Like I'm literally a comp player. Like there's just no way. I'm here to win a belt. Like I beat your favorite Madden players too. Like they just put me in a, oh, he's a tournament host. No,
Yeah.
I'll still get on your ass. You feel me?
Or
Like that's just how I do hate that.
or it'll piss you off. You in a hell game and somebody asks you when the next gulag, and you not. And that's all they worry
Yeah.
about. You are typecast as the gulag
Oh
host.
no, we got to change that.
Yeah,
No,
and you
you
got to
know
fight
what?
through it mentally. You know what I'm saying? That's all
I
I'm
like
saying.
that. See, that's why I love this. I've always wanted to be a part of the Needed podcast. I've always watched over the years, and I was like, when I get on there, I'm gonna show them like how it's supposed to be. We're gonna really chop it up. We're gonna talk about sports. We're gonna talk about how ass you are and Madden. Like we're gonna talk about everything. So I'm a real big fan of the Needed thing. A lot of people didn't know I was part of the Needed team. It's just because, like I said, man,
You're
I
your
just
own
remember.
entity. You're your own
Yeah,
person.
a lot of people don't understand like the small details of things. Like when something works and that you're grateful for is when you grind. And like, bro, W is real big on that. And I just can remember him saying, "Hey, Slim, you got to grind. You got to grind. You got to grind. You got to grind." And I was like, for me, it felt like I was like the one that's supposed to get it because like I remembered the small details. I didn't miss. I didn't take advantage of like what other people were doing. I just kind of stayed consistent. A lot of people ask me like, "Hey, how'd you get to this point?" I just feel like number one was consistency. Like no matter what, I was there. No matter what I had going on, no matter if I had a stomach ache or if I had like anything happening, there's nothing that was gonna stop the show. And now I got to try to translate that to being a like everyday variety streamer or just streaming in general and stuff like that because people do show up and
I mean,
I
you
am
gotta be.
grateful for
You
that.
could be a Madden streamer. That's the thing. Like, variety
Madden ass.
sucks. Yeah, but variety sucks. Madden's ass, but don't fall away from Madden
I be seeing
because
you be
you need
watching
Madden.
Strawberry Tabby, man. We gotta talk about this.
That's not bad.
Let's move
The
on.
chat loves that. They love, bro. They love
No, you
talent.
love it. You
I
love it.
mean,
Don't put this on the chat. You
I
love it.
catch a glimpse and I keep it moving.
A
That's all. I
glimpse.
mean, we don't really we don't subscribe, but we keep it moving. The chat loves it. And I will tell you this right now: if the chat is dull, if you like, damn, the chat not moving, nobody talking, put Strawberry Tabby up there for 30 seconds, they all gonna pop out. People that's never typed before in the chat is going to get the chat going. That is a number one. Get the chat going. Put some talent up there on the
So what you
like.
be thinking when you see Strawberry Tabby? What you be thinking in your head? Because you never tell the chat what you thinking. Well, I'm asking you what you thinking.
What is there to think?
What
Like,
you That's that
what
thing.
do you think? Do you think I have like a damn hypothesis or some shit on Strawberry Tabby? She's got huge tits and they're oily and they bounce and she plays video games. I gotta give her credit because she always does have a video game on. She is talented, but it is a cheat code for the chat.
What's her talent?
She plays video games. That's more talent than any of all the other titty streamers. That's talent. You gotta give her credit. She got a video game on. She's not completely bastardizing the system here. She literally has a
I ain't
video
gonna
game on.
lie. I seen
has a
one
video game
time
on.
that she was on your stream and she had this device in her hand that was making her whole body shake.
Oh yeah, I mean,
I
but
seen
that was a variety stream. That was a variety. I don't know. That was variety. But she do be playing games. Like I'm saying, that's just more. Yeah, the solo cam for ass. Look, Chips Moe, he knows. He knows the meta.
Oh, Dubby's a fool, man.
Because
Let's talk about these Eagles and these Cowboys rivalry, man. We got.
Down, I didn't want to bring it up because y'all down bad right now.
No. You could listen. For me, I'm not a delusional Cowboys fan. I understand the deficiencies that we have. I understand Jerry. I understand the curse, maybe. But one thing I don't like is how delusional Eagles fans are. Because for someone to tell the Cowboys fans that they're delusional, you don't understand your own limitations as a football team. You know what I'm saying? For some reason, the Cowboys and the Eagles are a great game, and we always kind of split, or the Cowboys will win both of the games or whatever. But for some reason, y'all think y'all better than us. And then on top of that, who won the division this year? And then on top of that, I remember you didn't see this, but the funniest moment this year was my stream. I think Vose had reposted the tweet of you. The Cowboys lost to the Cardinals, and then you guys lost to the Cardinals. But y'all will never, ever, ever acknowledge the dumb shit that you put upon yourself.
Well, first
what you
of
think
all,
about that?
We had a bad last month. I can't lie, it was bad. I don't know what happened.
The Cowboys had it.
We was going crazy. We was flowing. We was going good. We was like 11-1, and then we had a bad last month. I don't know what happened to us. We fell apart. I really don't know what happened. It was tough.
I would say the talent on the Eagles is very, very good. Y'all build a great team, but what would y'all say y'all biggest challenge is?
Shit, I don't even know what happened to us, bro.
You gonna say 2? Or what's his name? What's his number? Is Jalen Hurts number 2 or 1? Shit.
Number 1.
What's your thoughts on Jalen Hurts?
I love Jalen Hurts.
You do? Okay.
Yeah.
Making so. So you think he's the quarterback of the future? They need to give him the bag.
They already did. We already paid. We take care of things for the future. The Eagles front office is superior to the Cowboys. It's not even a debate. That's not even debatable. Y'all struggling right now.
But talent on the field. For some reason, when y'all play the Cowboys,
y'all got some great players. Y'all lost one of y'all best players ever though, in the left tackle. That was tough. That was tough to see. Y'all finna lose Gilmore, who was good for y'all last year. It's looking bad. I don't know what's going on with y'all. Y'all got to pay your boy Micah and CD now. That's gonna just y'all down bad, really, all in all, as a unit.
Is we locking 5 gifted each game, like our tradition?
Of course.
That's where it is.
It's just tough. It's just tough. Y'all just in a bad spot. The last couple months have not been good for y'all. We've acquired one of the most electric players in the NFL on our team. Y'all have acquired nobody.
Have you seen the running back market?
What about it?
It's severely declining. You feel me? I just feel like Saquon ain't gonna be Saquon over there in Philly land. Who's your offensive coordinator this season?
Your boy Kellen Moore. Your boy.
Oh, they did hire Kellen Moore.
You like Kellen Moore. Your offense is kind of high.
I do like Kellen Moore, but Kellen Moore definitely has some deficiencies in his play calling.
That dumbass play with Dak at center or with Zeke at center.
That was not him. That was McCarthy. McCarthy brought that crazy stuff from the Packers, bro. He be doing craziness, bro. You know what I'm saying? But look, let's talk about Let's talk about the Philly. I gotta go through the whole Philly triad. You feel me? Triangle
Oh,
of
we up
sports.
right
You
now. Oh,
feel me?
we up right now. Outside of NBA because
So
we got hurt
who
and
you
them
like,
just playing.
Philly or the Mavericks?
Oh, we just beat y'all. We just beat y'all like less than a month ago.
Oh, that
Y'all
wasn't a
lost it.
game.
Y'all lost to the Embiidless
I
Sixers.
know
That's
Embiid
terrible.
and but that was dude, you gonna lose bad games, bro. Like it's just what it is. When does Embiid come back?
Never. I mean, hopefully. I mean, we'll see. He's supposed to come back pretty soon here, but we'll see if he's healthy enough. Uh,
Mavericks are gonna win the championship this year.
that's the
Mark my
thing.
words.
Luka's a bum. He's a bum. He's so bad defensively, it hurts the entire team. What I watched in
Yeah.
that Sixers
Yeah.
game was embarrassing.
That was just a bad game. It's
No,
just a
but the
bad
way
game.
the way Luka plays defense, it's literally like you could have me on the court and I'd be better on defense than Luka. And that's like it was literally move out of the way, let everybody drive by you. They never let Luka switch on to Maxi or anybody. They wouldn't let Luka guard Tobias Harris ISO'd. They were so afraid to let Luka play defense that they would have to double the ball screens all the time. They never let him switch. Their whole defense was moving all over the court, trying to rotate to pick up for Luka's defense. Luka is such a negative defensively that it's hurting your team. It's terrible, actually. And don't
Bad.
worry,
That's a bad take.
I'm
That's a
telling you.
bad take. You got to understand he carries so much load on the offensive side of the ball. He does play defense. His defensive rating, he's top
No,
three in steals. He
no, we're not.
plays defense.
No.
So if you had a dominant offensive player, you wouldn't protect him, coach.
I mean, of course, but
You gonna
that's a
throw him in a fire on defense? You
no.
know
I
they gonna
mean,
attack him every time on the switch.
like they do Steph Curry. Steph Curry's the same way. The difference is
And
that
Steph Curry is not an all-world defensive talent. He probably
he's not.
plays. He's probably rated lower on the defensive rating than Luka. Probably rated lower.
Yeah. Here goes Nate. White player that doesn't get hunted. What's his name? Caruso. He's a dog. Dante DiVincenzo is a dog defensively. My man TJ McConnell, dog defensively.
TJ McConnell, bro. You know what
But
I'm
it's
saying?
not even that. It's not even that he's a bad defender. He was like, I don't even want to try defender. You know.
That's
It's just
crazy, man. They'll be always gonna have these
and
crazy Philly
then
takes.
and then you're gonna have Kyrie, who's like not a good defender, strictly because he's small. You know, like Kyrie, even if Kyrie is like a god defender, like he's going to be small, like he's going to get bullied, like just because he's. I mean, there's nothing he can do about it. So your two best players are negative defensive players. Do you agree with that?
I don't agree. I feel like Kyrie is above average on defense, and Luka has definitely stepped up on the defensive end this season. And
Okay.
and I
No.
I make great points because I study the game. I watch just like you. I've seen you watch every Phillies game, have it up on the TV. I watch every Mavericks game. I understand. You know what I'm saying? Like what the limit. I just feel like if you have to find a way. There's just no way Luka could handle the whole offensive load and get attacked on defense and survive. There's just no way. He has to have some flaw,
Well, that's
but
why he's.
he's.
But man, that's why you were supposed to get Kyrie, so he doesn't have to, play 48 minutes of offense, right?
I would want Luca to have the ball every play.
Yeah, but that's the whole point. That's the whole point of getting Kyrie is that he doesn't have to. I mean, we'll see.
No, you're right about that.
I'm not a Mavericks hater because they're not Sixers rivals, so I don't really have a dog in the race with the Mavericks. I would probably root for them over pretty much every team. And I think Kyrie's gotten to a point where he's overhated by the media. Like he's like Kyrie's just overhated.
And he's having a spectacular year.
I just think Kyrie is kind of an airhead, and he's like, I don't think he's like 100% locked into basketball. He's a little more worried about his little beliefs and his fucking. Yeah, Kyrie's a little out to lunch.
We gonna win. We're
Yeah,
gonna
he's a
win.
little bit different. Like Kyrie's a little out to lunch, but they have overhated Kyrie. He's still, he's still a freaking Hall of Famer. Like, but he is a little bit out there, and that's what makes people hate on him. So he's definitely overhated by the media now, Kyrie Irving. It's just about
Yeah,
can y'all play
I
defense
agree.
when it matters. Is when y'all play defense when it matters. Who's going to make them shots? Is your boy Hardaway going to make them shots? I don't even know who the hell.
Who's your finals pick this year?
I mean, the Celtics should win the East.
Celtics. Yep.
I mean,
Celtics are dominant, man.
they're too good. I mean, the Sixers could pop them now that they got Porzingis, but Embiid is hurt and he's out, so we're chalked this year. But the Sixers
I
could
don't
go
think so.
crazy in the offseason.
I think
I don't know
Embiid is gonna
about
come back and return.
I don't know about the finals, but I think the Celtics should run through the East. I hope the Nuggets beat the Celtics. The Sixers could beat the Celtics. They'd be the best
I
team to
like
beat the Celtics. I mean, I guess Giannis could too. Why couldn't Giannis?
I got Bucks. I got Bucks and Bucks and Celtics in the Eastern Conference Finals, and I have Dallas and Denver in the Western Conference Finals. And
Mm,
whoever wins that game between, I think it'll be if Dallas loses, obviously I think it'll be Denver and Boston, and I think Jason Tatum finally gets one. That's what
Jason
I think is
Tatum.
gonna happen.
I
Yeah, because
think
he's been
bro,
dominant.
they a little they the Celtics a little they rely on the three ball, man. They rely on the three ball, and if it's not falling, they're gonna be in trouble. We gonna see. That's what happened to them against the Suns, or who they played. They got popped. It was last who the Celtics got popped in the finals by the Warriors.
Golden State, yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah, the
Golden
Warriors.
State,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
that was. I think that was just Golden State, baby. But nah, the I wanted to ask you, man. I know you want to ask me about the positive play.
Mm.
Did you know I was in the running, or did it just pop up on you when you were watching the finals?
Well, funny story is that I got nominated, but I did not check my email in time.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
I would have lost.
Somebody nominated me.
I would have. I
So
would have
so
lost.
next year I'm putting notifications on. I need to get my notifications for that joint. So I think I did get nominated, and I was like, oh damn, let's see who won. And then I saw you was in the runnings. I think we vote? Who voted? Didn't we
No,
vote?
no,
I
no,
don't
no,
know who
no.
voted.
I got to ask, who did you vote for? If you voted at all,
Oh, I
I ain't gonna lie.
100%.
If you
But
didn't,
that's what I'm asking. Did we?
you
Did
didn't
I
vote
have a
for me.
vote?
You didn't vote for your teammates. That's
Yeah, I did
crazy.
vote for. If I voted, if I had a vote, it was for you. Like I would have voted for you. Like that's what I'm saying.
You would
I
have.
don't.
You hear this?
Yeah.
He didn't vote.
No, but I honestly don't remember if I voted or not. But if there was a vote process, I did vote, and I voted for you. I don't know who the other nominees were. They were like, people that kind of deserved to vote, but I would have voted for you.
Oh
I
my
think John
goodness,
Beast
bro.
was in
See,
there.
yeah, it was me. It was, and shout out to the other the
Yeah,
contestants
like
or
everybody,
considerations.
everybody should like win something at some point, and I thought this was your opportunity to win something. I know you got belt dreams, but I don't know if you'll ever get to that level. So this was just, I was like, let me let Slim get his win. You know what I'm saying? And you got the positive player award, so now you
A
can
lot
go
of
to the
people thought I
playoffs.
was gonna lose. It was VA Dimes. Shout out to VA Dimes, my bro, man. VA Dimes was Pie Cam. Pie Cam's a good dude too. And John Beast and myself. I actually thought that, man, VA Dimes is a good dude, man. VA, he does a lot of stuff behind the scenes, like in the community too. Pie Cam is usually he's always helping people. Actually, everybody in their own right
Mm,
does a lot. You feel me? But there was some controversy behind. They were like, damn, we didn't think
mm,
Slim could win. We didn't think Slim. How is Slim Ghost the most positive? I was just like, I saw.
mm,
I will speak on it now, but I saw the like Deliverance, man. He posted a tweet one day. And he
mm,
was just like, and Deliverance is always going to be controversial. And
mm,
he's going to always say what he wants, and everybody's entitled to their own opinion. But he said, PyCam was like, hey, I don't know what the process was or whatever. And Deliverance was like, there's no way that PyCam is out of the running. He's a way more positive player than Slim Ghost or John could ever be. I'm like,
mm,
I was just like, well, people got it kind of wrong. It's not always about what people do on the surface. It's about the things like that people do behind the scenes. It's like, think about it, Dub. I promise you, the amount of things that you do on the surface is nowhere near the amount of stuff that you do in like DMs. Like people ask you for advice all day, every day. You take time out your day to literally sit there and break things down to people. You give people game, you give people advice. You probably help people financially. You probably do so much more than what people would see, and which would be more of a greater impact because of the stuff that people don't see. And you know what I'm saying? And I just felt like when Deliverance said that, it was kind of like a backhanded statement. I'm like, bro, you have no idea, and this is a fact. And like, you have no idea of the amount of things and the wars that I fought and the battles that I fight, and I use my influence for good, and the amount of good that I do, what people don't see that I can't talk about. You feel what I'm saying? Like, there's times like when people plant, for instance, Goose Guys in the chat or people that play in the Gulag, Dez has played in damn near every single Gulag I've had, and he wasn't even a champion yet. And there's times like spamming buttons or Goose Guy or like Dotimus or just Pavin. Like, think about, I probably have a relationship, a literal relationship. Like, those are that I talk to them when they're good, when they're bad, when they have a belt game, when they on MCS broadcasts, or I'm seeing them. Everybody knows that Slim Ghost is on their team. You feel me? There is times like D Croft, he don't want to play. He don't want to play Gulag. He don't want to play nothing. He just want to just do nothing. And I got to tell him, bro, what you mean you don't want to play? You don't have, like, you got to suit up. People want to see D-Craw play. I always tell him, motivational things, Pavin, stream. Hey, you got to stream. Goose Guy, you got to show up. People don't see that stuff. Like when they're on their lowest point, some ghost is going to try to be positive and try to uplift you and do different things. There's people that in the community that's in this chat that's, hey, Slim Ghost, I need your help with this. And I'll be the first one to help them. If they don't know anyone they could call on me. You feel what I'm saying? And that's the example that I wanted to set. So then when the votes come out or when the stuff is being brought to light, the people that's going to fight for you is the respect that you got. That can never be broken or taken away. It's like, how can you take someone out the game that got the love of everybody? You just can't, because it's not my business to tell people what they should be doing on a national stage. Like, I'm always tell them in confidence. And that's why I said to you, Dubby, I would have lost, because the amount of stuff that you probably do that no one knows is like probably 10 times as much as what people see. You see what I'm saying? What do you think about that?
I mean, yeah, of course. I mean, I think it's I kind of do it for a selfish reason, in that I feel like the future of my career is the future of Maddn in general, the entire Maddn community. And if I don't help, from you to the younger kids, to all these sweats, CFM sweats, and all these, if I don't help them as much as I can and support them as much as I can, when they take over, they're not going to worry about me anymore. But I think helping, giving them a hand and giving them a bridge and giving them a platform, or helping them with any questions they have, to anybody in the Maddn community, I think that's always going to give me respect for the younger kids that will eventually take over my spot, take over the next person's spot, and I will always have, long as I always have the respect of the competitive community and the young sweats in Maddn, I will always have a spot in this community, and that's one of my goals going forward, expanding my career and the longevity of it in gaming, is to have the respect of the younger kids and everybody else grinding for the spot that I have now, because I won't always have it. It's going to be hard to maintain it, and I have to keep the respect of people that are going to have it one day, essentially.
And I completely agree. And that's when I tell you, when I was a smaller streamer, I was like, it's got to be something. I got to change the way people think. Like, a lot of people think it's just like a selfish world. It's a dog eat dog world. I'm like, bro, everybody can eat together, and what Dubby said is absolutely correct. Like, I just feel like if they can never take you out the game if you got the respect for people that came before you, like Dubby knows, like I've been in here since the beginning. You feel me? And no one can take that away from me. W knows that he's helped me. I remember I was in the army, bro. Like, I was like down, like, hey man, I had so much stuff going on. I felt like, bro, I was in the hospital one time, like, and I was just in the hospital bed. I didn't know what was going to happen. W sending that, hey, Slim, I hope you get well. He's asking me questions about, just anything. And people don't see that. People don't understand. And that shit just goes forever. You're like, okay, regardless of what W got going on, that's my guy. And that's how I feel about people that rock with me. It's like, damn, Slim Ghost, he always had my back. And they can't take that from me. And and that's what I'm most grateful for. That's why I was so happy, when I won the Positive Player Award. It was just like, damn, it wasn't just one thing. A lot of people was like, damn, you helped Henry out. Henry was a big part of that, because he had the most influence. But like, he had the most influence on what people, changing people's perspective. But he was in trouble, and I helped him. There's no difference between like anyone else. Like, I'm talking about, bro, you'd be surprised of the things that people go through in Maddn, like in their everyday lives. They're not just people that stream or people that just show up, or you're not just an entertainment or a monkey, like a person that just entertains people. Like, you're a person too. You're still a dad at the end of the day. CP2 still has to have his dad. Like, he does not care about the stream stuff. Like, you still got the responsibilities to maintain, and just to show like that shit matters is more than anything.
All right, now all the support, all this. Now you see the chat? Can you bring the chat up?
Let me see.
You got all the support for these nasty. They're all nasty humans at the end of the day.
Oh yeah. This is crazy. Yeah. Now, go ahead.
Now we're gonna give rapid fire. We're gonna let the chat ask questions at a rapid fire pace. They're normally pretty nasty. You're gonna have to lock in. He's a positive player, so you guys got to be careful. All right.
Bro, you could ask me anything, bro.
All right. Well, I'm
Go
not
ahead. Y'all
answering
can ask
nothing.
whatever
I'm
y'all
being
want.
quiet. You just read the chat. I'm not saying nothing. You read the chat, answer the question. We'll see how long you can last in rapid fire section.
Oh, y'all can't break me. It's just no way. Y'all can't
All
break
right.
me. Let's
All
see.
right.
Rapid fire. Let's go. I'm gonna start. I'm gonna get all of these, bro. Y'all better type. Let's get it. Ass or tits. Ooh, man. I'm 1,000% nigga, bro. We got to have, that ass, bro. Got to be right. You feel me? I don't care about like, the tits. I feel like that's a white people thing where y'all just like you do all that crazy, doing all that, just all of that craziness, bro. Y'all can have all that. You feel me? Like I ain't motorboating nothing. You feel me? Okay. Um, moving on. Let's see. Why do the Cowboys suck, man? I told y'all, bro. Like I can't. I'm not bro. We got a curse, bro. It is what it is. I'm not gonna lie. This last couple of years, I done spent a lot of money. I done won a lot of games, bro. Like it's bad. I'm with y'all, bro. I don't know what to do, bro. All right, moving on. Let's see. Ruby Rose. Okay, listen. I'm sorry. Look, bro. Lotto is cool, but like Ruby Rose, it's not even a comparison. Like I'm not sure. Like if y'all Ruby Rose first show, you feel me? Are you winning Oklahoma show? You got the. I don't think so, bro. It ain't your time yet. Slim, when you're negative, how you stay positive? Shit, be more negative. That's the only way. Once you go down that road, there's no coming back. Uh, Ebony or Caucasian? Uh, 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 Snow bunnies for sure. Sorry, it's got to happen, bro. I'm sorry, bro. I can't, bro. I'm sorry, bro. A lot of people, I do
Wow.
not like. I cannot do the ratchet activities, bro. I just can't. I can't do the, bro. You know what irks me? You know what irks
Okay.
me, bro? Irks me. What irks me is sexy red. And I'm not gonna lie. This is a true
Mm.
story. True story. I never heard a sexy red song until I came across Dubby stream one day. And I don't know how Dubby came up with the idea. One day he just played the sexy red shit. And I just would never forget this shit. I would never forget this. I'm listening. I'm like, what the hell is he listening to? And I'm just like, bro, it was like a phenomenon. He had the whole Maddn community requesting that shit in my chat, doing all, and when y'all request the shit in my chat, I have monitors all over. I can watch the video, and I'm just seeing just like this. I would just never, bro. It was just the worst experience ever. So like that's what I think about when I think of like types of women.
But
Okay?
you didn't had a couple sexy reds in your life though. I feel like you've had a
No,
couple of those.
never. No, 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 no. No,
I feel
no.
like you've had
I
great
like upper
experience.
echelon, baby. I like upper echelon. You know what I'm saying? I got to have that good stuff. You feel me? I can't
So
have
the white
nothing.
so the
Go
white
ahead.
women are upper echelon.
Yes, it just depends. You feel me? Because and I mean everybody know. It just depends, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I never could deal with no fat girl, but fat girls pay like they weigh. You feel me? Like they pay. It's a perfect time for people. You know what I'm saying? Like that. It's a perfect time to get your money. You feel me? Also, everybody know that the white girl that smokes cigarettes, she the best ever. You feel me? The best brain ever, 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 ever. You feel me? But I'm just being honest. But like, yeah, I can't do. See, what you think about sexy red, Dot?
Um, I done ventured down that path before, and one
You
time I was
did.
I mean, listen, Philadelphia is
What?
I think
Hold on now.
Philadelphia may have been the birthplace of the sexy reds, to be honest. And
Oh,
yeah, it was one time I was in South Philly, and I was and
and
I
this is years
remember.
ago, probably. Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is like early
Okay.
20s, and then I
Okay.
remember somebody knocked at her front door, and I didn't know who the hell it was, and I was like, oh shit. And I was like, all right, you gotta go. Such and such is here. I'm like, oh shit, this is bad. Like this can only end one way. And I was like, you gotta let me out the back door. She opened the back door, and I had to climb out the alleyway. Now in South Philly, the alleyway is real tight. Like there's no space essentially. Like the alleyway is like, I mean, you're door to door, and then there's just fences everywhere. And then at the end of the alleyway, there's another building and fences to get out of there. So I remember running away and climbing up a million fences in South Philly. And at my current state, I wouldn't be able to climb the fences that I did. But early 20s, I was able to climb a bunch of fences and run away from there. And then I never went back. I was never once I got the little bit of sexy red experience. I did not get back. So that was one experience I had, and then Definitely been robbed a couple times.
Oh yeah, see,
Yeah. So yeah, I
see.
mean, it happens.
I
You
will
have to
say
have
this.
these experiences.
I will say this. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna give people context. I grew up in I grew up in Cliff in Oak Cliff in Dallas, the South Dallas part of Dallas. But I grew up in the hood my whole life. But I was always a smart guy. Like my whole life, I was always smart. Like everybody knows, I was always the one that like made good grades and shit like that. So, but I still grew up in the hood. The thing about me, I was real poor when I was younger. And obviously, I'm still ugly. You feel me? That was one of the big things when I first started streaming. I was ugly for real. So when I first started, like when I was coming up, I was poor. I didn't have any money, and I was ugly. So all of the ratchet girls would be like, this I'm just ugly, bro. My whole time in school, you feel me? So it's like you kind of get away from that. Like you just kind of get away from that. And now like I'm up, you feel me? Where I'm like I've always done well or been successful because I've always felt like, I was always more intelligent. So I always tell people like when you graduate high school, when you're in college, you kind of redesign yourself and you be who you want to be. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you want the best for yourself, you're gonna just make a good way for yourself. So I just felt like I always held it against like the ratchet girls because they was always the ones that would talk down. So that's my reasoning. I don't want people to say like, oh well, Slim Ghost like he don't like black girls. No, it's just the fact of how it was treated. You feel me? Like that's the only thing that needs to be said because I don't want people to think like
Mm.
I'm just crazy or whatever. It's just
And
that's more just kind of like if did you grow up big or fat?
I mean, not like fat, but I
If
was
I'm
never
talking about yeah,
skinny.
you
No,
you
not
you,
like make fun of you fat. Never. No, I was
you
never
never.
like the fat kid. No,
I ain't gonna lie, Dubby. I ain't gonna leave you sure. You
I was
wasn't like
never like
Matty
the
Ice.
fat kid. Fuck no.
I was just saying, like, bro, it get bad. You feel me? Like, you got sometimes it gonna make you go lose a little weight.
Not
Being
when I was a
honest.
kid. Like what? How you know when I was a kid? That shit was 20 years ago. What the fuck?
I was just playing, bro.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, yeah, it got it, like Maddie, bro, like Maddie. How does it feel? I'm sure you have a gripe towards people that just like talk shit about your weight. You feel me? I'm sure that happens. You feel me? I tell Frequency this all the time. Your girl, like the pool of girls is severely diminished. You feel me? Like you might get lucky. You feel what I'm saying? So that's how I was, with ratchetness. You feel me? Like a lot of people like that ratchet. I don't.
There you go. So I mean, that's a
Next question. Let's go a couple more rapid fires,
yeah.
man. Let me
Rapid
see.
fires, man. Rapid fires. Now some hates fat people and ghetto ratchetness. There it is.
I'm gonna be honest. Let me see. We'll get one more rapid fire, y'all. I missed one in the stream. I was trying to find one. No, the ski was crazy. And I ain't gonna lie. And nowadays, the music is off. And y'all, I ain't gonna lie. Y'all are ashamed. Some of y'all be riding down the street listening to Sexy Red. That's just like ridiculous, bro.
I do.
What?
Yeah, I'll throw some sexy red on
So
the
you
phone.
done heard the new bow bow bow? You done
Yeah.
heard all of that crazy?
Yeah, sometimes like when I'm pulling up the Dunkin' Donuts with my son, I throw the sexy red out the window, and let him
Oh,
know.
no, 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 no. He don't need to be hearing that. I promise you, bro. Lil Jace ain't hearing that stuff. That's just poison. That's just actually poison. But somebody asked me, what's the favorite piece of memorabilia in your room? I'm
Mm.
a real sports fan. Like I'm an actual real sports fan. I'm not
Mm.
cr- like I actually everything I do, I always do it player. Like that's something that it's something about me. I've always tried to keep the top tier stuff. So some of the stuff I have is priceless. Obviously, I'm collecting jerseys now. Durban, a lot of people send me jerseys, and these are real authentic jerseys. Authentic jerseys coming from like some of my favorite players. Obviously, those things like Derwin, you got Preston, you got Micah, you got Deshaun. I got an autographed Deshaun Jackson that he sent to me. Probably the most. I probably the Micah helmet that's right here. The Micah helmet that. Probably yeah, probably the Micah helmet because of the story behind it. Micah, I actually went to his house one time and I knew it. Shout out to Mills. Mills is like my brother, bro. Mills is like my dog. Like he understood how much of a Cowboys fan that I was. And he was he's real cool with Micah. And he told Micah that he let me like we out went to go play and I was like I'm bringing my helmet cuz I had got a helmet. This is a helmet for Christmas. And my girl got me a helmet for Christmas and I was like, when I told her when I got it for girl, I said one day I'm gonna get it signed. I'm gonna get it signed. Long story short, Mills got me to go to Micah's house. You know, we were playing basketball. Henry was there too, and I had the helmet in my trunk, like of my car. And I pulled up to like Micah's house and I parked out there. And mind you, this was like my birthday. You feel me? It's like my actual birthday weekend. My birthday was on the 16th. I went to Micah's on the 15th. And y'all know me, I'm not afraid to ask anything. So I was there, and you got to understand, like, I'm a die hard Cowboys fan. Like, you don't understand. Like, I wear Cowboy shit everywhere. Like, this is what I do. Mike is there, and like, I'm literally looking at him. So I'm trying to find the line between being a fan and then we was also playing basketball. I wanted to bust his ass too. You feel me? Like, that's just how it was. And I just walked up to him and I said, "Hey, I need you to sign my helmet." He was like, "What?" I was like, "Yeah, I need you to sign my helmet." He said, "Nigga, you brought a helmet all the way to my house?" I was like, "Hell yeah. What you mean?" Think about it. Like, if y'all had a chance, a lifetime opportunity, you knew where you was going, you would not take. I brought a permanent marker, everything. I was completely ready. And he was like, "Man, bring me the damn helmet." You feel me? That's how it was. So like, when you look at it like that, that's probably the most, because the way it would happen. You feel me? Because I don't think y'all would have done it like that. How would y'all have done it? What would you would have done, Dubby? If you had, who is your all time? Who is your favorite Eagles player right now? That's playing right now.
Probably Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
So if you had the opportunity, you're not taking nothing, not in your paintings, nothing. You're not taking nothing over there.
In fairness,
In the trunk.
I already have it. Let's see somebody I don't have that, like, all right. Let's say Tom Brady. All right, let's just say Tom Brady. I don't know. I feel like I don't know what I would do if I'm going to see Tom Brady. It's not an autograph signing. I'm going to kick it with Tom Brady. Do I ask for an autograph? Essentially, what you're saying?
Yep.
I mean, did I get a?
You got one opportunity, Dub. You got one chance.
I probably would. I can't lie. I probably would.
I'm sorry. You got one chance. One chance. You feel me? Because look at the flip side of it. Look at the flip side. Like, you would leave there and like this, you would never have that experience again, maybe. And you just like, well, damn, you would tell your kids like, damn, I could have had a chance to get this and I didn't. How would you feel about that?
Yeah, that'd be tough. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I remember.
So that's probably the number one thing.
When I won my Maddn belt, right? They put me on the red carpet at the NFL honors, and I was amongst everybody.
I want to hear this.
And I'm like chill. I'm like not like. I don't want to say I'm an introvert, but I'm not Joe. I'm not like run out there and be hype, and I'm not a big social person, like crazy talkative person in the world. And but it was to the point where it was like, all right, so you're all these NFL legends walking by. Like, the NFL honors is like the Hall of Fame, essentially. Everybody in the Hall of Fame and every active player that's good. Every Pro Bowler and every Hall of Famer is walking right in front of me, and I'm the Maddn champion. I have this belt on. Do I just smile at him, and then I had the photographer from EA there, and I'm like, all right, dude, I'm never going to be here again. And I can't lie, it was real Joe. I went up to everybody like, da-da-da, I just won Maddn. Boom, can you take a picture with me? Boom, can you take a picture with me? That's how I have so many pictures with all these guys from doing that, essentially. I mean, I don't know if it's the same situation, but it was definitely on the red carpet, and I was really, after I said that to one person, I was just like, all right, I'm just going up to every single player that I could, telling them about Maddn. I remember telling Deion Sanders, like, dude, I had you on my Maddn team. I manned you up on everybody, and you locked up, and you helped me win this championship. And Larry Fitzgerald, the same way. I remember, like, Larry, nobody else had you on a team. I was the only one that had your card on Mutt on my team, and you balled out for me in the Super Bowl orders and took pictures with Fitzgerald and everybody I could, as much as I could. So it definitely comes to a point where you got to be Joe and you got to go be a fan. And there's nothing wrong with being a fan, really. So that's kind of what makes sports what they are, is being a fan. And I have lost some of that as I've gotten older, as far as my fanhood. Like, when I was a teenager and, like, McNabb and T.O., like, I thought they were, like, superheroes, really. Or I thought, they were bigger than life. But the older you get, I definitely lost some of that fanhood. So when you say that, I think about the Eagles now, and it's like, I mean, I have their autographs and things like that, but it's not as big as it was 20 years ago for me. So, but I definitely remember being on the NFL red carpet and being extra fanboy as much as I could. So I understand it, and don't let anybody ever tell you that it's corny to be a fan or
Yeah,
it's
people
corny
be
to be a
saying
Joe.
that.
They're gonna clown you because they weren't in the opera, they weren't in the spot, and that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna find a way to hate or find a way to clown you. But at the end of the day, you got the helmet, So
Yep.
there it
I
is.
was I was gonna ask you, like, we're gonna wrap up, but like I was gonna ask you, what is your number one piece of memorabilia in your office right now? You got a bunch.
I mean, does the belt count as memorabilia? I probably not.
Nope,
The
can't.
thing
No, no, no,
about
no.
the belt,
Something.
no, but this was crazy, Slim. You talk about signing things, right? So when I was at the red carpet, we had one player that was like our guy that stood with us, one Hall of Famer. It was Marshall Falk, was like my guy that stood with me, introduced me to everybody. He was like my liaison to the other Hall of Famers, right? So like, I got Marshall Falk to sign the belt, and I got Mike Evans to sign the belt, and then the marker kind of went to shit, or I would have had everybody sign the belt. But Mike Evans and Marshall Falk signed the belt. So for me, at the end of the day, I have Patrick Mahomes drawing that I met him and he signed as Patrick Mahomes. So that's kind of like top notch for me. It's not that many Mahomes autographs, and those are
And you
super
got a
expensive
Mahomes. I
as
didn't
well.
know you
So
had that. You ain't never told us you got that.
yeah,
You
so
feel me? I
yeah.
like that. I do. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Chad is booing your rapid fire. They said they owned you.
I don't understand. I don't know how,
They
bro.
said you just started turning too many stories. You ain't rapid fire. Ever since you talked about white women, first of all, when you started talking about white women, your whole aura changed. Like you got happy, you started floating, you was on cloud nine. Like that's what. That's not what I said. That's what the chat said.
No, my girl is
And
Hispanic, so like I can't.
okay.
You feel me? But it was the question between it was like ebony or Caucasian. You feel me? That was the one. You feel me? I just can't. You can't just put it like that. You feel me? I do, bro. Jay keep asking about this. What happened with Clef, bro? You want? Can I answer this?
Yeah,
I
what
got to
happened?
put this to bed. You said yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. Yeah.
Oh, so yeah, so I don't have a problem with. Everybody wants to know, like, I don't have a problem with Clef, bro. So, long story short, I'll keep it short. I've always supported Clef since same with W. I've always supported, him and whatever he had going on. I was like a super long subscriber. I've done everything I can to support him. He just happened to play in the Gulag one time, and he, like I said, I had W. Remember, I had these like 1Ks that I was doing out of my own pocket, and I was paying the 1Ks literally out of my own pocket, August, September, October, and I was like, so that was my biggest one of the month. At the end of the month, Clef ended up winning and getting to the finals, and he played Mills in the finals. And this is my big event. I had Esports Illustrated there. Um, I think Deshaun Jackson was supposed to make an appearance. Whatever happened, and Clef pulls out of the finals. He just pulls out. Like literally played the whole tournament, pulls out of the finals, and his reasoning was like he didn't want to raid me because I have this like rule in the Gulag, and it's been there forever. Once you get to the finals, everybody raids in. Only the finals when everybody raids in, and then I set up the thing like Rob. You feel me? Like I set up that thing like Rob showed me, and I had to get everybody with the thing. He didn't want to raid me because he felt like he was giving me free content, and I was just like, well, damn. Like you get all the way to the finals. Mills is gonna split. Mills is gonna split anyway. $1,000. It's $1,000 game. Mills is gonna split. He ain't gonna take no chance of not getting no money. So I'm like, you're gonna make money. You're gonna get paid. And he just kind of pulled out. And I think his reasoning was he didn't want to give me free content, or he didn't like the trolling that I do, or he feels like I had drama or whatever. I think Legend had said something. I think Legend had called him James Harden or something like that. And he felt like I had something to do with that. I gave Legend the opportunity to speak. And I just felt real bad about it because like I was like, well, damn, I've been supporting you. You could just come through and just play the game. You feel me? You're gonna make $1,000. And he was just like on some fuck some ghost shit. And I just didn't like. I didn't understand that. I just didn't understand that, especially someone that's been there from the beginning. And I didn't have no problem with him. And then it just turned. I just feel like it was just a big misunderstanding. And for me, and I still will stand on this. That was my biggest event, Dub. Like that was my biggest event. I paid it. I was $1,000 in the hole. I had Esports Illustrated come. The finals event is gonna be Clef versus Mills, and he pulls out of the finals, and I have to put someone else in. What do you feel about that?
I mean, that's tough. I mean,
That's a tough one.
if you understand the rule, like
That's the rules.
going into it, like if you understand
Mm-hmm.
the rules going into it, I mean, you got to kind of expect to get to the finals, right, and expect that to
Yep.
happen, But
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the
Yep.
day, I mean, people can
And
do
again,
anything.
I don't have no beef, with nobody. I literally don't have no beef. I don't care about like any of that. I still have major love for everybody, you know what I'm saying, that wants to win and wants to be great. I don't have no problem with Clef. Clef is a good person. I always speak highly of it. I just have my own opinion. I just felt like he did me dirty. That's all that is. You feel me? He feel like he didn't. You feel me? That's all that is. It's nothing, no beef or nothing like that. I fuck with him, like, it's that's anyone. I just felt like my product was important that night. Especially I had to pay out a lot of money that night. You feel me? So for him to not show up was kind of like, and what happened with the finals? That question. That's like somebody pulling out a Bot Wars your main event. You'd be mad as hell.
Yeah, it be happening and they get banned. That's what happens. Like Trey got banned. Then I reinstated him. Like, all right, we'll bring you back, bro. I'll give you a chance. And then he pulled out at the last minute. I was like, yup, the ban for life. That's how you get a lifetime ban. That's all. I mean, it happens.
It just put me in a bad
Buttons.
situation
Yeah,
because
Spammer
everybody
Buttons
got
done pulled
fans.
out a million times. Jay Bird done pulled out a million times. Salty.
That's why you
I
should
mean, it
have me
happens,
versus
bro.
Legend.
Mm.
Me versus Legend would be legendary.
So are we locking Legend versus Slim Bot
I
Wars?
guarantee you the people will want to see that on the Bot Wars for sure.
First weekend, Legend versus Slim. First
Man,
Bot Wars launch weekend of the next Maddn.
I'm with it. He gonna lose though. That would be fire though.
Okay. I mean, I can lock it in. We can lock it in for sure, 100%. If that's what the chat wants. You know what I'm saying? But I can't lie. The chat wants to kill you, but they've had the worst rapid fire questions I've ever seen.
Y'all gotta hit me with something crazy.
No, I can't lie. All they want you to do is answer thought son or gay daughters, or thought daughter or gay son. Or look,
I can't do that. I'm black. I can't do that.
Like, that's terrible questions. That's really just awful.
You give me
questions from the
one.
chat.
You give me one.
I just gave you 2 hours of questions. Like, what do you want me to tell you? All right, what motivates you? Go.
Oh, damn, that stumbled me, bro. I just have a lot of self motivation. I want to be great, like in anything. I feel like I can outthink anything. I just want to be the best person, like the best at anything. Like I just feel like the limitations is like not there for me. Like if me and you play right now for $500, like I'm gonna beat your ass. You feel me? That's just like how I think. You feel me? And it may not necessarily be true, but that's motivating. That battery in your own back. Diddy or Meek? I like Meek, but I'm not gonna lie. Like I'm a real big Meek fan. I'm talking about Dream Chasers 1, Dream Chasers 2, like all the old Meek.
Flamers.
Lately, Meek been on some craziness. I don't know what happened to Meek. I don't know if the Diddy effect or the no Diddy stuff and all that craziness, but Meek been on some. I think it's him. I think it's the Mike Rubin stuff, bro. Like, or I don't know what happened to Meek, bro. But Meek for sure. Kendrick or Cole? I'm not a real big Kendrick fan. And it's because maybe I'm from the South, but I just feel like Kendrick Lamar is overhyped. Like just overhyped. He don't put out music. He don't really just do nothing. He just says a bunch of aimless stuff and people rock with it. J. Cole is like substance, music, everything, talk to you. Like J. Cole, like y'all remember Friday Night Lights? You feel me? Y'all don't remember like Cole for real. You feel me? So like we gonna have to say Cole over Kendrick for sure. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just, and Kendrick is cool, but Cole, you can't say like y'all don't remember like the old Cole where it just puts you in that mindset or motivate you. What I want to accomplish out of Madden, I want to win a belt, bro. I am the Trips Master, bro. I'm sorry. Like, yeah. Everybody keeps saying that y'all done heard this Trips Master thing from one guy, Slim Ghost, and y'all could either believe it or not believe it. You feel me? Or you done heard it somewhere. Slim Ghost is the Trips Master. You could probably think I'm the ass player in the world, but Slim Ghost is the Trips Master. Everybody try to emulate it. Me, I'm the best. You feel me? Bet over me. I promise. What else? Matty Ice or damn, bro. I feel like that's the same thing because like Matty Ice is just as worse as the other side. Like it's really like it's just no winning that. You just might as well just get me up out of there. You feel me? What I'm saying? Like UGK Outcast, UGK Underground Kings, bro. You feel me? Like I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm gonna tell you, this is the image I got of Maddie, and Maddie's cool as hell. Like I'm not. Maddie's actually cool, a really cool guy. Like I'm not. But the image that I have of Maddie, and that just won't get out of my head. It's when W is streaming, and I always have W tabbed up, or K Mac or whoever tabbed up. And sometimes W just does this weird shit where he just has Maddie like look like his planked style. He's just like a plank, and he's just like a fucking. It's like the whole body is just jiggling. Like he's just laying down. Like that shit, I will never get that shit out of my head, bro. Like ever, ever, ever. So when you ask me about like who is worse, I just can't see, bro. That shit is like a. I'm talking about just chin and titties, just. You got the controller like right here, like yeah. That right there. That's just not a good sight to see. So I would rather, you might as well just get me up out of there.
Mm.
All right, W, your call.
All right, no, this has gotten bad. This has gotten.
What you want me to say?
No,
Why do you
no.
do that then?
What do what?
Why you put Maddie up there like that? Like why you do that?
Bro, he's a friend. We're gaming.
No. Then we ain't finna do that.
Bro,
You
it's
just
his choice how he looks.
you
I
put him
put a
on
million
up there
other
on his
people on the camera.
on
Nobody
his,
looks
on his
like
work.
that.
What do you mean? What do you mean? Like you know how he looks. You gonna put your friend under the fire like that? That's your boy. You gonna put him under the fire like that?
Bro, he
What if you
loves
got
it.
women? He loves it. Okay,
Yeah.
if he loves it,
There's
then
no
okay,
women
I
in his
understand.
damn chat. He don't give a shit. No women ever gonna see his Twitch highlights. His Twitch highlights are on his goddamn Tinder profile. You think he's putting his goddamn sit-up clip on his Tinder? Come
I
on, man.
guarantee you. I guarantee you, there's women that in this stream that you know what? We're gonna have to get Maddie a woman. Maddie, have you ever put him with a woman?
Oh my god. No.
See, you're not a real friend. Not a real
First
friend.
of all, let me tell you this, Slim. All right, see,
Take one for the team. It might be.
Slim. I met you in real life. Did you know that Maddie came to a Browns tailgate where I had the truck out there at 5 a.m. I was cooking eggs, bacon, beer, everything for everybody for free. He was 200 feet away and did not show up. Did not walk to come to the tailgate. And mind you, he knew about this tailgate for months. It was like week 1 of the NFL.
Why
It
didn't he
was
go?
huge. He was 200 feet away. He said he couldn't walk because he didn't have his phone or something. And he planned on going for months. It wasn't like it was a spur of the moment thing. He planned on this for
I put that on you.
months.
I put that on you.
My fault.
I put that on you because as a real friend, you have to motivate him in his times of not being motivated. He was probably terrified of like what was going on. You had to bring him over there. That was on you. That's you.
I
That's
sent
you
them
were a bad
pictures.
friend.
I said, here go the food. I sent them I dropped the pin.
That's where you can't
Like,
lead with food. Why would you lead with food? Like that, then you being crazy. You supposed to bring him over there, bro. Go grab him, go get
What
him.
was I
You
supposed
feel
to
me?
leave with?
Come,
I was supposed to show him a fucking treadmill? Come to the treadmill? What was I supposed to show him?
bro. We will never, bro. We are just 100 years and like, bro. See, you got to be better friend, dude. Got to be a
All
better
right, you're
friend.
right. I should have charged him for all the free beer and free food and everything. I was going to give him there from 5 a.m. until the game started. You know, I should have charged him for that shit, you know. But see, you don't understand the way he was talking about this for months. Chat knows, oh, it's going to be a movie. I can't wait to go. Blase, blase, blah. And he didn't
I
show
mean, I'll put that on W. That's not a Maddie thing. Yeah, that was that. He probably regrets that. That's why you would have to be the friend to pull him out and just be like, "Hey, come over here and hang out with the boys." You feel me? But
But I'm
that's on
telling
you.
mad other people that showed up, though. You gotta understand, like, so many other Twitch people showed
What
up.
Maddie is just not socially like there yet, and Dubby has to bring that out of him.
I mean, I'm supposed to leave my tailgate, go walk and find them?
Hell yeah, if that's your boy.
But you understand, our social acceptance and friendship with Maddie is helping his whole life. This is making him become the man he's supposed to be. It is.
You ain't right, Dubby. You're not right, bro. You not right, bro. You not right for this, bro. You feel me? Like don't count on Dubby. If you got something to be and he at the event, don't count on Dubby, bro. You'll leave you out to dry, bro.
Yeah, you know what W's gonna give
That's
you?
cool.
The pin and say, "Come here. This is where we're at. Link up." Everybody, every man that's socially acceptable will show up in a second. You know what I'm saying? They'll show up like, all right, I'm here. A million other people that showed up. I met a bunch
That's
of
what I'm
people
talking
at the tailgate. A million other people showed up.
Speaking of Oklahoma, how long are you gonna be in Oklahoma for? I'm thinking about making a drive.
Thursday to Sunday.
Oh,
We go.
okay. You going to any casinos while you down there?
I don't know. Skimbo says he's coming Friday, so I don't know.
I might show up on Saturday.
Yeah,
But what time is it? Gonna be afternoon finals?
ours is 2 days, Thursday, and then the finals are Friday. I think Mays is actually all day tournament from like 2 to like 10 or some shit.
I'm about to pull up, man. I'm pull up. I think I'm a drive out there, man, and see. I was trying to go to the casino, but it's like the hour away from the venue or 2 hours away.
I
But
mean,
yeah, man. Hopefully I get to see you, brother.
I will be out there. I will be out there for 3 days, 4 days. So I'll be raring to
I
go.
appreciate it, man. It's a pleasure, bro. Like having me on the podcast. Like hey, man, this is my thing. This is my thank you to you, bro. Like a lot of people they feel like giving thanks and giving gratitude is real corny. Um, y'all don't understand. W's probably supported me from back when I didn't have any support. You know what I'm saying? And I'm real grateful for that. Opportunities and relationships that you can build over the years. And W is one of the icons that we have. And somebody that I don't have that many subs, and I probably been there since the beginning. You feel me? And I'm really grateful for like the things that you do for the community, the bot wars, and all of the different things that you put your hat. You got so many hats. You feel me? And people emulate that, and I'm really appreciative for the opportunities that you've given me, and just the words of encouragement. And it's not no corny shit, bro. I just feel like that needs to be said. A lot of people don't understand like you need that, especially like like gratitude, like people telling you, hey, thank you for the opportunity, or thank you for being there for me, or thank you for, what I'm saying, just looking out for me when other people didn't. So I appreciate the opportunity to be on here. Hopefully y'all enjoyed it, and it was a pleasure being here.
For sure. Appreciate you, man. Just all about the grind. That's all it's about. Just grind. That's it. That's the
The
most
gulag is
Maddn
not
way.
done. I'll be back in NCAA.
NCAA. There it is.
NCAA
NCAA
or
Ghoulie.
college football. I'm sorry, EA college football. I'll be back with the gulag. It's just hard to fill 32 players consistently when there are so many other tournaments out there, and it's the end of the year. Madden has been out so long, and it's conflicting the players. Like, I could get 16 and 18. It's just hard at this point. W, why are you not playing Madden? I'm gonna ask you, why are you not playing Madden like how you were grinding 3, 4, 5 months ago?
I mean, the only reason I'm not playing Madden is because I'm playing baseball. That's all. Baseball came out early, and the only reason I'm playing baseball is an entire other audience, and it can broaden your spectrum as a creator, create a whole another different group of people that only found me from baseball. And it's a whole nother avenue. And on top of that, it directly conflicts with Madden's schedule. Not conflicts, but it mirrors Madden's schedule in that it comes
Mm-hmm.
out in the spring and the summer where Madden kind of dies down. So it's kind of the perfect getaway from Maddn to meet new people, meet a new community, and play a different game. Kind of get that grind for a different game for a couple months. Now it's only going to be 2 months max before NCAA comes out, and that's another thing. So I just think it's a good way to venture out into another avenue, another I guess fan base essentially, and it's an easy crossover. I've learned in my years of streaming that it's easy to play other sports games because at the end of the day, NFL fans are like Maddn, they play 2K, they'll play MLB, they'll play any sports game because we're just sports fans, or they'll at least talk about sports. It's easy to talk about sports while you're playing a sports game. Where for me, transitioning into other games, especially first-person shooters, has never been successful in that it's just not. You don't get the same fan base from sports as you do going into a Halo or a Call of Duty or even Apex or something. You'll get some people, but the majority of people aren't interested, especially on the strength that I'm not that good at those games. I'm not that good at any game other than Maddn, but the sports is what keeps people around, and that's an easy transition uh, throughout games, and it's an easy way to go. And it does suck for me now because I'm not a top MLB streamer like I am in Maddn. I'm pretty good, I was doing pretty well, but I'm not the top of the food chain like I am in Maddn. So it's definitely how you feel like you're not confident or you're a little disappointed at how much success you're having. I definitely feel that way in MLB, and I question if I'm good, if I should keep doing it or I should keep grinding Maddn. I definitely feel like it's a question mark and it's a thing, but I'm sticking to it because I think the variation of communities, to be a part of two communities, is a good thing for the future of my career. So that's why I'm
I
not playing
like that.
Maddn the same way. But
And just hearing you, I'm gonna do that with 2K because I need to start streaming 2K. But you got me watching MLB. I really don't. I always have you tabbed up. You probably noticed, but like I tab you up and you're playing baseball. I don't never watch that, but I'll watch you play. You feel me? And I'll learn things, and it's pretty cool to see you playing a different game and grinding it and trying to be good at it. You feel me? The Eddie Eyeballs. What happened to Eddie Eyeballs?
They took him out the game.
Damn.
It was one of the best things about MLB was the creativity and
I
making him
remember.
a
See,
creative player, and now they took him out the game. They tried to
that's
patch me.
crazy, man.
So,
All right, man.
well,
Thank you for having me,
all right.
Dub, man. Like I said, hope all is well with the fam. Little CP, man. You got to post more CP on the gram. That's what
I do.
I would
I've
like.
been
Post
slacking
more
a little bit.
CP2 on the gram, man, on the Facebook, bro. I love seeing him at the park
Well,
and stuff
it
like
was like
that.
the wintertime, so like I really didn't have him in crazy lays because then they have him in school. He got to take his own shoes off, and he's potty trained now. So I don't want to put him in there with like jeans on where you got to take off the belt or too much to piss. So it's like, all right, I'm gonna give you sweatpants and some slip-on shoes, make it easy for you. So he's not in crazy
Can't
outfits,
have him dressed like you,
but
bro.
yeah,
You can't have him dressed like you. He got to be fly, bro.
he's the flyest. That's what I. And people are like, why do
Okay.
you wear Crocs? Because my son has all the cool shit. Definitely I'm Mr. Croc in sweatpants, but he definitely has all the label. But my point is, in the winter, it's like, all right, half the time you're in snow or it's cold, put some boots on and just go to school. But in the springtime, we'll definitely be out there in the streets for sure.
W's, man. Thank you for W, man. I'll see you later, brother.
All right, my man. Thank you. There it is. Slim Ghost, boys. W's, 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 W's. I'll be real. The chat was a L in rapid fire. The chat was a L. Period. You guys were a L. How many times can you ask about Michael Jackson's daughter or some shit? Like, what are we doing? Bad questions. Bad questions from the chat. L chat, all in all. L chat, all in all. We don't blame Maddie. Maddie had good vibes. I mean, he was a little long-winded in the answers. But because every other question was about Dwayne Wade's son. My man Cram 25 months. I appreciate the raid. K-Mac, I appreciate the subs. I appreciate the boys. I mean, do I do an unban request? I can't lie. I didn't expect him to be a white woman type of guy. I don't know. Yeah, sports games are an easy transition. They really are. So I've learned that, especially NHL. NHL was a good game to play. 2K obviously is a good game to play. They're harder games to stream. Maddn is like the easiest game to stream because you have so much downtime between plays to look at a chat and talk to a chat. But I forgot how to do this here, boys. I forgot how to do unbannies. I fell off in streaming. GTA. Now I was never really a big I have too much ADD for GTA, and that I'm constantly, what's the word? Like I constantly like just get 5 stars. And does anybody else play GTA like that? Like you constantly just get 5 stars. I would do the cheat codes, get 5 stars, go to the roof of a building, shoot every helicopter with RPGs. That's all I would do. All right, here we go. Mac Bin Heem. You're washed. Stop ducking random. $1,000 wager, $1,000 wager. All right, how do I see like they're like. What's like his like, how long, man, get this dude out of here. Play for keep. Dub dot, World War III is close. I've wanted to tell you this. Can I suck your juicy cock? We're out. All right, Mr. Risk Gang. Dub dot, they not ever play rank and rep, and they asking the craziest questions to real 2K player. So you need me, Dub Dot. Oh, he was sub or ban? Sub or ban's either sub or they wait their time of 3 weeks. It's your boy Nate. Hopefully the Eagles lose their first round pick. You also have to deal with the Eagles losing their first round pick. RIP Eagles first round pick. Don't get angry. The first round pick lists Eagles. I realized intentionally trolling was annoying and I should not do it to Dubby because I would not want it done to me. I apologize and will not happen again. Okay, Nate. Corey Maddn Xbox. What's your opponent's Twitch? He's pretty good. Hi, my name is Dubby, and I walked 3 times in a game. I'm lucky. That's why we deal with their defense out there. Oh, Yankees account, yeah. You really banned me for that weak shit. You had hair, it would be purple. Damn, that's a crazy Libby comp. Let's bring him back. Prince Mito. Yo, play Maddn, play Maddn. Why did I get banned? All I said was play Maddn. Please just unban. I didn't do anything wrong. Banned for being honest. He cried throughout a whole game of Maddn. I was trying to subscribe because sometimes it's entertaining to watch. Alright, Biscuits, you're back. El Negro Mad Scientist. I gotta bring my man back. $32 bands. Bro, this dude. No, this shit was troll. Look at this. Every 2 minutes, what sickness you got? Sinus is acting up? You got the flu? Like, bro, Ozzy Oz. I'm losing MLB and striking out, and I look down at this shit. WebMD right here, Ozzy Oz. Bro, ain't no way he asked this in November. What? Oh, no, this is a conspiracy now. Hold up. He might be a doctor. Let's bring him back. Who knows? Stayed we? Stewie? Stay we? One home run equal one blinker. Dev Dog gifted. All right, all right, all right. Dubby. It hasn't set well with me since I've been banned, knowing it may have upset you. I thought Wesley's nose ring looked good, so I thought you might give it a look. I haven't been able to sleep well at night because my parents keep telling me to go outside and do something, but they have been arguing. But it's too cold to go outside these days. Anyways, I made a new friend in the neighborhood, but it turns out he's a druggie. Probably shouldn't hang around him anymore. Peace. Dragon. We're done. Bring him back. All right, boys. This was the Podski. episode. What episode are we on? 220. 220, boys. W episode. W episode. Who do we get on the show next? Next week. I'll find somebody this weekend in Oklahoma. I will find somebody in Oklahoma for the show this weekend. I will find somebody this weekend. '88 Huskers. Did I see you in a Larry Ridley fucking tournament? Huskers. Are you sweating your little dick off that much? You were in a fucking Larry Ridley special? Yo, are you the new John Beast or Vilma? Are you the new Vilma? Vilma's the Michael Jordan of the Larry Ridleys. I will be streaming the tournaments Thursday and Friday. We will be on Instagram as well, boys. Make sure you guys follow my Instagram. We're closing in on 12,000. Larry's the man. I don't know who Kevin is. Is that Coach K? Is Coach K? Wow. Shout out to them. They're still grinding. Shout out to them. Are you like the best over there, Huskers? Like, what's up? Are you losing? Are you like the Michael Jordan over there? I've been thinking about Maddn. Somebody sent me something really sad on Twitter, dude. I almost cried. You guys want to read it? Frank. All right, boys. This was episode 220.